we'll get to that later.
But some streams are solos. And yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Which? Oh, you mean the witch that stole your granny.
Bitch.
Hello, people. It's me, Younger Bro, and we're here shiny hunting for Mewtwo for the second time. Hopefully we get him today. That'd be amazing. And it might give me some happiness today.
Fuck off. You already got some happiness today, bitch.
Yeah, but it didn't make me too happy now, did it? Because you got a lot of extras. Anyways, let us officially begin. Oh, Gavin Lee's here. Again.
I mean, he's often here. I would almost say he's always here, but he's not quite always here.
He's not always here. I like how Blue says he's always watching us, but I don't... What I'm thinking is happening is he doesn't have time to watch our streams because we have.
Later,
yeah, he watches them later.
Yeah, that's probably what happens.
Because that's the only way I can make sense of what he said. He's like, I watch all your content. I'm like, he probably binge watches us.
Yeah, it's like, we know you're watching it somewhere, but it's not where we think it is, so you're gonna need to clarify.
I know you're only gonna be here for certain games. But it seems like that isn't the case anymore. Because you're also there for Hatsune Miku. And you kind of said you hated anime. Which, again, Pokemon is anime. So why are you here?
Because he likes Pokemon. And any opportunity to talk more about Pikachu Libre, he will absolutely take.
And yet... Yeah, I like how he likes Pokemon and he says he hates anime and Pokemon is anime.
Yeah, but like... Pokemon is weird. Pokemon doesn't have all the anime tropes.
You have no one else to talk to. That's sad. I like how it's so plain about it. You have no one to talk to. That's depressing.
Yes, way to make fun of the depressed.
And I'm one of them.
No, you're still literally not. You are sad. You are not depressed.
I have a deep sadness, though. I just don't express it. That's not what depression
means.
I don't see how that works. You sure you're not thinking of Braxican? Braxican would at least make more sense. Yeah, he said another Pokemon wife.
But Blaziken is...
Yeah.
Okay, but Blaziken is 7/8 male.
Yeah, Blaziken is more male than not female.
Like, I mean, good for you for finding the 1/8, I guess, but...
I just want to confirm that it's not Braxican, because Braxican I could actually see.
No, he said another. Well, no, yeah, the one he normally talks about, Pikachu Libre. So yeah, probably Blaziken. He would really have to screw up the name to be talking about Braxican. Like...
Yeah, true. But I'm not sure. I'm waiting for him to clarify.
And this time he just never responds.
Yeah, because to me, Blaziken, that makes...
I mean, Blaziken's technically humanoid.
Blaziken is technically humanoid, but I don't see it as a waifu. Like, how could you... No, I don't see it for Blaziken. I don't. I don't care.
This is why you're part of the waifu wars, son.
Look, I don't care what his fetishes are, but I want to know why he sees Blaziken as a waifu. Why? Like I said, the closest thing he could have been talking about is Braxican.
Look, sir. You can't sit here and say, I'm not questioning his fetishes, and then question his fetishes. Like, that's literally what you're doing.
But here's the thing, he could have actually meant Braxican, and he types Blaziken instead. He's getting Pokemon confused. I don't know.
Well,
I think he left.
Either the YouTube is lying to me, or he might have left. I'm not sure.
I must have hurt his feelings talking about his wife's food, Blaziken, who
his
I still don't.
Food?
No, I said waifu.
Yeah, I know this. Just the way you pronounced it made it sound like you were saying wife's food, and I'm like, okay,
oh, my fetish is wife's
food. If your wife's
food.
food is Blaziken, then she must really like chicken.
In a literal
yeah.
sense, yes. In a waifu sense, no. I don't see
That's
it.
why you're part of the waifu wars, son.
I still
so
don't,
that you can
I don't see it.
you can go out and proclaim the anime Pope's one true waifu, Megumin, is the only true waifu.
It's hard for me to say, but Megumin is pretty high on the list. I'll give her that.
Don't worry, if you don't prefer Megumin as the one true waifu, the anime Pope has several other waifus for you to choose
You know who I'd choose.
Yeah. I don't even know if she's on the list.
How can she not be?
I don't know, because the anime Pope had a very specific list.
Well, he likes Braxican too. And once again, Braxican I could actually see because Braxican is...
Hold on. I love the fact that he said BRB, and the viewer count went up. Like,
Huh?
YouTube is so confused right now.
No, here's the thing. If you leave a stream and then come back, like he's doing right now,
No, I mean,
views go up.
No, I mean, like, it didn't detect him being here after he said Blaziken. And then when he responded to, well, I do like Braxican too, BRB, then the viewer count went immediately back up again. So it's like, what?
So it's even counting him as he's leaving? What
I don't
the
know.
fuck?
It's getting confused. As normal, YouTube is confused.
Yes. YouTube. Oh, I forgot to turn off the Wi-Fi. There we go,
That
I
would
did
be
it.
a good idea.
I did it. I turned off the Wi-Fi on my phone. And my
On
phone.
your phone.
My phone. Alright, let's get the Shiny Mewtwo. Probably... I don't think I'm getting it today. I have Shiny hunted it off stream a little bit, guys. Probably for an hour and a half off stream. So that's how long I was looking for it. I still never got it, obviously, because I'm here right now. Shiny hunting for Mewtwo still. So that might increase our chances, but I don't know.
But it probably won't.
The best case scenario is if I find it in 1,500 or so encounters. And that's about 3 streams worse.
Here, I'm gonna actually look up. I don't know if they had a character from that anime in the show.
Yeah.
Or in the list, so I'm gonna look and see if they have a character.
Yeah. I actually want to know the true ratio for Mewtwo. I know it's bad, and I know it's the worst, but I want to know the ratio. I know it's around 1,000 to 2,000.
So it's full odds, 2048.
Close, yeah. But I have the Shiny Charm, and the guy I was watching, he found it in 1,500 encounters. He didn't have the Shiny Charm. So he got lucky as hell.
Interesting.
While me, doesn't seem I'm having much luck even with the Shiny Charm. Then again, I've barely started shiny hunting for Mewtwo, so. I guarantee you, if I don't get it this stream, I'll probably get it the next.
Yeah. We shall see.
Usually it's around 3 or 4 streams that I get it.
True, but this is Mewtwo. So
Yeah.
it could be even worse.
Yeah, it could last till Sword and Shield.
Oh dang, I don't have the Waifu Wars on video on here. I'll have to actually Google it.
Wow.
My apologies.
Should probably fix that.
Here, fine. I'll turn on Google. I'll go and open Google Chrome and look up the video.
All I see is Chrome.
All you need is death.
We don't have Def Leppard here.
This is a foreseen problem.
What?
No, I'm not having Def Leppard. This is a foreseen problem.
Oh,
You can
we need Def
substitute your
Leppard.
Def Leppard for some, hold on. We got.
I like how you just kept that Hatsune Miku game I gave for your birthday in the bag.
Yeah, well, I also have one of the Metroid games over there.
Yeah, I know. You should probably not leave them out like that.
Yeah, so my apologies. I'll put it away just as soon as I find time.
I'm just looking out for you. I just don't want you to lose, you know, some games, especially one that I got you.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not losing that game.
Hope not. I hope you don't purposely lose it either.
I'm not that mean. In all honesty, I would sooner sell it than lose it purposely. And I'm not gonna do that either.
Yeah, because I wanted you to at least have one Hatsune Miku game. If I heard that you were selling it, I'm like, bitch, what you doing? What you doing? You're not selling that game. BB King, get out. Get off my freaking Switch. I wish I could get rid of that notification, but I can't. I shall get the Shiny Mewtwo, guys. Are you watching the anime pup video?
Yeah, I told you I'm gonna look for this to see if there's anyone even from this show.
Okay, make sure you give me the information. Alright. Attempt number question mark.
Can confirm there is no one from...
There's no one from the anime?
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, specifically the anime Pope's list is contentious. So he only does contentious waifus. Like, one of them is L from Death Note.
I can see why.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Sakura from Cardcaptor Sakura. That's not contentious.
That's not. No, it's not.
There's a Scarlet from Fairy Tail. That's... Okay, I see
Is that
why...
the sniper? Or is that the wife of the one guy?
The guy from Fairy Tail, or the girl from Fairy Tail that's Erza, he's the one with all the swords. She's the second in command of the guild.
Alright, I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Well, not main character with keys. The secondary main character with the keys.
Oh, I still don't know.
Akko from Little Witch. That's not contentious either.
He just put down
The editor, the guy who does audio work on this video. Megamine is not that's not contentious either. Everyone agrees on that one.
I think that list is just a joke.
Well, I mean, the list is a joke, but it's supposed to be a joke. It's a joke and a joke. The joke is that this is their list. The joke in the joke is that they're supposed to be contentious.
And they're not.
Yeah. No. Okay, we're gonna close that down.
No, shut it down. Shut
Baby,
it down.
shut this down.
Take
Actually,
a little
no,
note.
an even better one. Baby, shut that door.
No, it don't work. Baby, it don't work.
Oh, that's bad. Excuse me for a
That's
second.
bad?
Yeah, that's bad. I'll be right back.
Things are bad?
Things are bad.
Why bad?
Your stomach bad.
No.
Don't you tell me how my stomach feels. Screw off.
I'm pretty sure mine's worse than yours because my pain won't go away.
Maybe, but I'm having the same problem. So you know how bad it is.
That's bad.
Yes, it is.
Are you okay? And he's gone. Alright, let's continue. Let's continue getting the Shiny Mewtwo. We gotta get that Shiny Mewtwo. Yeah. If only the game would speed this up. Shiny Mewtwo shall be mine! If we can just get the Shiny Mewtwo, we can move on to the next hunt. By the way, guys, if I get Shiny Mewtwo and we're still not at Pokemon Sword or Shield, I'm going to move on to the fossil Pokemon. Just until Celeste is over. And Celeste will I don't know how much longer Celeste has. As far as I'm concerned, we're doing Celeste for the rest of the month. Dun 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 down now. Dun down now. Come on, I want to see that green tail. Nope. Oh, Bo will be alright. He had a sore tummy. Oh, I'm tired. I need to get some sleep tonight because I'm hurting real bad. We shall get the Shiny Mewtwo. Come on. Here's the thing, guys. We never get it at the start of the stream. We usually get it around the end. By the way, guys, I'm not sure yet. We'll see how well it goes. Tomorrow's Hatsune Miku video might be the last. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens. If it's not, then in the next 2 videos it'll be done. Definitely. Next 2. It all depends on how fast it goes. I'm feeling like lost and found in a border town. Asking about a diamond ring. Love me some country music, 'cause I'm a country boy. Got a 4-wheel ride. I'm climbing my bed and I'll take you for a ride. If I was actually serious about singing it, I could probably sing that. No. I'm losing my mind now. That's why I got you on my mind. In the corner of my mind stands a jukebox. It's playing all my favorite memories. Anyway, older bro went to a bathroom. He has stomach ache. Me, I'm always having stomach pain. Well, I didn't always have it. After my surgery, I kind of developed something else. My father was going to take me to the doctor, and now he's not. So, I'm going to wait through next week, and if I'm not healed, and the pain is still there, I'm going to drive myself to the doctor. Doctor! Doctor Who? I hear walking up and down stairs. You might not be able to hear it. Oh no! I just heard older bro walk in. There he is.
Yeah, I'm here. Ugh.
Gavin did come back for a second, and then I think he left again.
Okay. Do you need to keep your hand back here while I'm walking past?
What?
I don't need to be groped while I'm walking past you, sir.
No.
But no.
That's nasty.
Let's play a game. If I unpause, will older bro and younger bro be screaming or not? Nope, just Younger bro losing his mind.
No, the only time I could possibly scream right now is not scream of anger, more like scream for excitement.
If you're screaming right now, you'd be screaming because you got
the shiny Mewtwo.
Yeah, the shiny,
Because it's kind of hard to get mad at this game when you are literally just sitting here.
Yeah.
Closing and reopening the game.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to get mad at that. When I actually get mad is if I get shiny Mewtwo and don't catch it.
Closing time.
The other way
Oh, Ali Seguin.
You
tell me how to pronounce that.
No, you probably said it right.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to stream.
Welcome to the deep dive.
I love his
trying to get shiny Mewtwo.
I love his yin yang symbol. It's blue and basically kind of reminds me of Portal.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't call it the yin yang symbol. I'd say that's more Portal.
No, it is the yin yang symbol though.
Well,
it's just it looks like it's using the Portal colors.
It's more accurately. It's blue and orange colors going into a void.
Yeah, and that's why it reminds me of
yin
Portal.
And yang works. Yin and yang are two symbols that, when combined, become a circle.
I know, but it literally looks like it's not black and white.
Shape. It's not yin and yang.
I'm telling you, it is. I have the knowledge.
Hello.
Hola, hello. What other languages how you say hello in French?
Hi.
Oui. No, that's yes.
Yeah, no.
Wait, hi. What is that from?
Generic anime protagonist.
Right.
Generic main girl from anime.
Hi.
No, that's Twilight Princess.
What do you mean it's Twilight? Oh yeah. But generic anime protagonists do that too, where they go like hi, and just big not low voice, but a very high pitched voice.
I guess that's why I specifically was saying generic anime girl, because I was like,
oh
yeah. 1 second, I'm gonna make some tea. For some reason, I don't.
Why does he need to make tea,
sir? Like, this is a surprising revelation.
It's probably chamomile tea, 100%.
Chamomile tea.
It's the only tea I know.
There's like 3 million teas.
Is there black tea?
Yes.
Well, you know what Cleveland's gonna drink. I'm Cleveland.
There's also green tea. Fuck.
That sounds dirty.
Why? They're tea leaves.
Hey guys,
leaves are green.
It reminded me of the Grinch, that's why.
Yes. Obviously, because obviously green tea is made from literally ripping the hairs off the Grinch and turning them into liquid and drinking it.
No, it's even worse. It's
okay, I don't care. You've gone well beyond my... just, why was that your immediate thought of, oh, green tea, it must be that?
Max, I need to use the restroom. What, you want me to make you some tea? Alright, give me a cup.
Just why? What did the world do that they needed to be punished with this thought process?
Oh, I'm sorry, Max. I missed some.
Like,
here you go, Max. I spilled a little bit, but drink up.
God.
Make sure you lick it too.
What is wrong with you? Also, what? I don't care. I was gonna ask a question, realized there was only one possible way that could go, and immediately went, nope, not asking that.
Wait, are you gonna ask who Max is? Like, no. You don't know who Max is.
No.
But you do know who Max is, right?
Yes, I know who Max the Grinch's dog is.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Good, he's more knowledgeable than I thought.
Fuck off. You still won't get over the fact that I didn't know that Thomas Train's number was 1.
Yeah, and that is the biggest thing you could have ever told me.
Forget that the
And you watched
numbers.
the show. You goddamn
God.
forgetful bitch. Thomas is number 1, literally and figuratively. Okay, maybe not even that anymore, but it used to be.
Yeah, it's definitely not anymore.
Not anymore, no. No, not bad long
He
shot.
started talking in the, with
He
actual
did talk.
lips.
There you go. There you go. There it is.
You
Like,
could've
be more
reasonably-
specific, quicker.
Yeah, you could have reasonably assumed that before he was just thinking that and people were hearing his thoughts. Now...
I just hate... It should not have become animated. Like, I'm pretty sure they used actual... Like...
Yeah, I don't know how, you know, I don't know how they did it, and I don't really want to.
I want to know, like, the thing that they used to do looked so much better than what they have now.
Oh yeah, but
Like-
no, I'm saying I don't want to know what they started doing. I don't want to know. Leave it in hell where it belongs.
This is gonna take forever, darling girl. I just got started loving you. Every country song shall be sang. Even if I can't sing it, it shall be sang. I could literally go for the entire for the rest of the stream and just sing every single country song that I could ever think.
You know, I'm sure you could, and I don't think anyone wants that. Even people who like country music don't want that.
Damn country music.
Okay, that one's correct. That one's correct. That one's correct.
Come on, I want to see the greenness of that Mewtwo's tail. Nope. I want
Is
to.
that better or worse than looking for its stomach?
Its stomach is kind of grayish, and that's kind of hard to tell, like, on sight, because Mewtwo's... Basically, Mewtwo's stomach, when it's shiny, is a bit grayish, but it looks incredibly similar to what it normally looks like. Which is kind of like a purple-gray, and the shiny one has, like, a tannish gray. So...
Anyways, welcome back, sir. As we were saying when you left, we cannot...
He came back with his tea-chap!
Yeah, it's British. Chap. Like fellow. Sirs. Yeah. But yeah, neither of us can believe that you drink tea. So, we're gonna need some more information on this.
It's probably Hawaiian.
Hawaiian tea?
Yeah.
I mean, that probably exists, but I can't imagine that being anything other than pineapple juice. Like, I just can't think of what their tea would be. Like, what? What the heck? Is it the pineapple leaves? Like, what? What? Okay.
No, it's obviously mango juice, actually. Or coconut juice.
Look, you've given 3 options for leaves that you can turn into tea. None of them sound right.
Yours don't sound right, neither.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I can't think of anything that could possibly be Hawaiian tea.
God.
Goodness.
If you can't think of Hawaiian tea, maybe you should think of Alaskan tea.
Ice? I mean, can they even have...
What kind of ice?
Yeah, can they even have tea in Alaska? It's pretty cold there. Like,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
It probably
does it require you to heat up the tea
yeah,
to make tea?
it'd probably freeze over as soon as it's set
Yeah,
foot in
like,
Alaska.
You know how we starving.
It will be cool tomorrow. Ha ha. You're under the impression that every day is cool.
Yes, yes, sir.
There you go. Yes, Brankson makes more sense.
Yeah. I still keep pronouncing that Braxican, even though
It's
there's
not.
no K in that word.
Exactly.
But it's because it's Finnegan. And so I'm like, well, Finnegan, it must be Braxican.
And it's not.
And it's not. And
It's-
I'm just like, fuck.
It's Brakeson.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I don't like it as well.
And then we have Delphox.
Yeah.
Unless you're pronouncing it Delphox.
No, Delphox I knew.
You better have known.
There was no contention in that one's pronunciation.
Yes. But everyone has their own kind of pronunciation. The one I say is always usually probably right is when you hear it straight from the anime.
Not true. Before, Gen 5, it wasn't made by the translation wasn't done by the Pokemon Company. Which is why the anime had that movie that said Regice, even though
it's Regice.
Yeah, even though it is officially Regice, which is
still stupid.
Which is spelled correctly, but stupid when the rest of them are Reggie.
Yeah, it's Regice.
It's literally like it's so thematically wrong.
Yeah,
like,
why is
Reggie
it
and then it's Element? Reggie and then it's Element.
Yeah,
Reggie.
Reggie. Ice, not Reg Ice.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, screw it, I'm adding another I. It's stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, like...
Reggie Ice. Like, how hard is it to pronounce the Reggies? Reggie Ice, Reggie Rock, Reggie Steel, Reggie Gigas.
I mean, if you think Blaziken is hot, I've got a new Pokemon for you. Volcanion.
He's both hot and cool.
No. He expels heated water.
Exactly. Water.
Okay, fine. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to say freaking Volcarona or something? The person who's literally Mothra? Like, what do you want me to say?
Okay, I've actually never
How? Have you never thought of the fact that Volcarona is literally Mothra?
I've never
How
heard
is
someone...
that possible?
No one has ever brought it...
They were making jokes about that when Volcarona first came out.
Yeah, no one
How
ever...
did you not think of
no
that?
one ever brought that to light. And now that I'm hearing that, I'm like, yeah, you're right. It is
My God,
Mothra. 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 Mothra's coming back, you know. She always comes back.
Yes, she always comes back.
Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? That's literally her theme song. Yes. Dang it, where's my shiny Mewtwo?
In hell, where it belongs.
So on Earth?
What? I just said in hell.
For all we know, this is hell.
Look, sir, just because the expression hell on earth exists doesn't mean that if something's in hell, it's on earth. That's not what that means, you dumbass.
No, I'm saying this is hell, and we're just trying to buy a ticket into heaven.
Well, I've got some bad news for you. Once you get to hell, it's a one-way trip. There is no...
Oh shit, that means I'm gonna get reincarnated when I die. Confirmed.
Look here, sir. I don't think you quite understand the religion. The only religion that has hell. Because that religion does not have reincarnation. You idiot. Like, if you're gonna be literally insulting to a religion, at least insult them properly.
I wasn't trying to insult her.
Well, you're succeeding.
And I like how you called me an idiot when I was purposely being one.
Yeah. So, what? So you're saying that when you're purposely being an idiot, I'm not allowed to call you an idiot?
Yeah, because that's me actually trolling. Yeah, because it's me actually throwing you for a loop,
look,
making you wonder if I'm an idiot or is it stupid.
That you're not being stupid. You're still being stupid. It's just you're doing it on purpose. But if I say you're being stupid,
Pawpiss.
Okay, regardless of the pronunciation, just because
it's just like Pokemon. Remember, Pawpiss.
Anyways, point is that regardless of how purposeful it is, It's still stupid, and you know it, and therefore I'm allowed to say it's stupid, even if it's done purposely. So fuck off.
It's fuck off. Remember, get it right.
What?
I'm kidding.
Okay, I literally don't know what the fuck you're saying right now.
You fucking please get the fucking right out of your ear, fucking hear me.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Could you speak a little bit
They've
louder?
not made that joke. Where they
Yeah,
actually
I know,
don't
you said that. Where it's like, how? How the hell could they have not made a joke about the fact that he always has a fucking coat over his face and you can't understand him? How could they never have made that joke? How is that possible?
God, so stupid.
That's just...
Yeah, just to understand Kenny, you have to literally play your volume at max.
Yeah.
Kenny!
No, don't fuck Kenny.
Oh my god, they kill Kenny!
No, wait, he's still breathing.
Who killed Kenny? You know, they. Who's they? You know?
No, wait, hold on a second.
Live, damn you!
He's still breathing.
Yep, he's still breathing. Nice try, Wade.
But look, his chest's moving. He's definitely breathing. What do you mean he's not breathing? Like,
oh wait, animals just bursted out of his, okay. Yep,
God, Kenny, what the hell did you eat?
We're in an alien movie.
Oh, great.
God damn it, Ridley Scott!
I think this is the part where we all run and half of us die.
Relax, we have a fourth of the main cast here. Like, what's going to happen to us?
Well, nothing's gonna happen to us, but stuff's gonna happen to the other people who aren't part of the main cast.
I mean,
or the less important part of the main cast.
To be fair, like, in some of the Alien movies that I've actually seen, and yeah, that's hard for me to say because I've actually seen Alien, and I don't like it. Yeah, most of the main cast dies, if not eventually all the main cast.
Yeah, it depends
God damn it,
on
no.
which one you're talking about.
Yeah, because there was one movie where an entire crew survived, and then when the next movie came around, they are all found dead.
Yeah, wasn't that the...
It's Alien Resurrection. I
Yeah,
think.
that's the one I thought it was. It's like, I was like, yeah, is that Alien Resurrection? But yeah, that was the one that I thought it was.
Yeah, so stupid. I was like, how? The previous movie, how?
I mean, the correct answer is because... And this
Because
is the rare
plot.
cases where I'm being very serious. It literally was because fuck you. Like, that
Yeah.
was the whole point. They just wanted to have this surprise that...
Oh, look!
Everyone's dead!
Everyone's dead.
Yeah, so... It
Yeah,
literally
eventually
was just
in the
fuck you.
Alien movies, the main cast always eventually all dies off.
Mhm.
Like,
Except Ridley, who actually did die off in that one movie.
yeah, pretty sure she died in Resurrection 2.
Yeah.
But the actor actually asked to
Yeah,
die.
that-
so
yeah,
that's why
otherwise she
she's
would not have
dead.
died.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that she died because she was supposed to die. It was more she died because
The actor playing
she
her.
was not to die.
Yeah.
Let me out of this series, damn it!
I mean, the explanation for why she wasn't dead to begin with was kind of weird. Like, basically, it was saying, like, the alien was kind of living off of her.
Yeah, the lore is that if you have an alien symbiote growing inside you, the other aliens know and don't kill you.
Yeah.
Because they would literally be killing one of their own. So they always avoid killing.
Yeah, and also, that explanation was weird. And also, basically how she ended up living through the entire movie. Like, basically, why didn't she die as soon as she found out? Like, as soon as they saw in her x-ray that she had an alien inside of her, they gave an explanation of, it's kind of a symbiote relationship, it's not killing you. I'm like...
Yeah, it was bullshit.
That's
He wasn't
bullshit.
killing her.
And then she chest bursted her at the end of the movie when she died.
because obviously it was killing her. That's what aliens do.
Exactly. So don't give me your bullshit as a symbiote relationship. This is not Venom.
It's symbiotic because you're not dead yet. No, it's parasitic and it's waiting and biding its time.
It's biding its time, waiting for you.
Dumbass.
So stupid. Like, how stupid can you be?
Well, I mean, the obvious answer to that is as stupid as a doctor in the movie.
I don't think you need to change the Kill la Kill thumbnail.
No, I have changed the names.
Oh. What'd you change it to?
To you, because they're all you playing the game.
Oh.
Except for... I'm just gonna leave the final one as also you, because it was only one episode of me and you. So, fuck it.
Yeah, and also Kill la Kill if. I purposely changed it that way because apparently it's actually not by if. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is Kill la Kill if.
Yeah.
Just because it's not, but it's still not. But yeah, it's fucking stupid.
I don't like calling it Kill la Kill if.
Yeah.
I wish it was just Kill la Kill the game.
Yeah,
no.
but nope. It's Kill la Kill if because if was in some way related to it somehow.
And they couldn't just put it on the box and say, oh yeah, if you see on the right side of the box it was made by if. Nope, they had to put their name in the freaking title.
Yep.
They had to be known.
Yep. Yep. Okay, that unboxing video playlist is gonna be a pain in the ass, and I'm not dealing with it right now.
I'll deal with it. I got it.
Yeah. That's a later.
That's a me thing. I'll deal with it.
Solos is correct. Sonic 06 actually is a Two Bros play because we both played the game.
Yeah, me and you kind of eventually alternated.
Yeah. Far Cry Primal is not a solos. It's a string.
Well, Far Cry Primal was solo technically because you were not there.
Yeah, but it was a string.
Yes.
Yes. So.
But that was a solo stream.
Yes, it was a solo stream, but it was not a solo series.
No, it was completely solo.
But it wasn't on Saturday.
It wasn't recorded, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it wasn't recorded
and the
and
solo
edited.
series are always recorded.
Yes.
Which is, yeah, this is why we have to untangle these goddamn words. That's why I'm fixing this.
Because eventually, guys, we're going to do what we do with recordings. We're going to alternate with streams. He'll have a series he's doing, and I'll have mine. I won't. Basically, solo will eventually leave. The only thing that might stay solo is me shiny hunting.
Yeah, we have a plan for solo stuff, but it will not be on Saturday and Sunday anymore, and it will be its own thing. So, the solo isn't technically leaving, it's just becoming something else. So, but yeah, the shit's messed up.
Yeah.
Okay, so all that's good. I actually like how simple that one is, so I'm reading it. And
I'm just a simple man.
Then we get to Moonlighter.
Yeah, once again, you're dealing with your streams and putting in any, time marks.
Yeah, I think I've handled most of them, and if not, I'm not even going to go back and check. They're fine.
Basically, I put in marks if I had to leave during the stream.
Yeah.
And then come back. That way they don't have to wait for me. And they just have the timestamp ready for them. They just have to click it and boop, they're there. I put in timestamps for the shiny Pokemon in the shiny streams.
Yeah.
That way, if they don't want to watch the entire video, they can just see my reaction, me catching the shiny.
Mm-hmm.
But, luckily, I don't have to go back and binge watch my series anymore to see if I had to put in timestamps.
Yeah, thank God.
I found a way where I basically don't have to do that anymore. But since it's probably going to happen mostly during shiny hunting now, where I'm going to get interrupted during the stream because I usually do.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Anyway, point being, I don't have to watch any of my old series anymore, and if I can keep up with the newer series, then I won't have as much to do anymore.
Yeah.
Because basically, one of the things was I wanted to do some stuff I wanted to do. Like maybe binge play a video game, work on some of my stories I'm doing on Quotive. And I'm not able to, I was able to do that because I had to watch my streams, and each stream is like an hour. And I had like over 40 videos to watch.
Per series.
Yeah. Like some of them I had to watch the entire series. Luckily, Red Dead, I was smart enough to where I basically met a halfway point, and I didn't have to edit the rest of them. I am completely done with Red Dead until I go back to the online mode. I don't know when I'm getting to the online, guys. I'll schedule it, but I don't know when I'm getting to it. Because, I have to have people that have Red Dead, and I only have one person I know that would play with me.
Play with me. Play with me.
And I don't know who else has Red Dead out of all my friends, like.
Yeah.
Plus, I want to get you to have Red Dead, and that's.
Yeah, we'll see if that ends up working out.
Yeah, because you need a PS4 in order to do it.
No. We're not saying he's leaving. There's no thing of leaving.
If anything, I'm leaving my personal channel.
Yeah.
I'm importing to here.
At current time, it's the opposite. He is anti-leaving.
I am not leaving TBGN. It wouldn't make sense for your profile name. Plus, even if it was single bro game night,
no, it wouldn't.
A, it wouldn't work, and B, you'd have to change all the names of every single video.
I'm not dealing with that shit.
Yeah, and we have over 800 now.
Like I've already said, even if we ever got a third person on these videos, I'm not changing the name to 3. Even though it literally is a T. I'm not doing that. That's stupid.
Well, at least we know the obvious. Everyone likes TBGN because of us.
Well, I would hope so. That is
the point of subscribing, isn't it?
Well, not the point of subscribing. That's the point of,
liking someone.
Of us. That's the reason we're both here.
Except for certain things like my solo content.
Well, yeah, but that's for different reasons.
Anyway, I can make my shiny hunting not solo anymore because it seems you're always here. So, like, if you want to be there, you can.
I mean, it's.
But when I get my PC and my capture card, I don't know if you want to be there.
Yeah, well, at some point we're gonna have to figure out some things still, but we have figured out one of the things now.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going back and.
Yeah, and it seems like even with Pokemon cards, that's gonna not be solo no more. Like.
Yeah, but that's less because I'm talking through most of it, and more because I'm there making sure it goes faster.
Yeah, it does go pretty quick.
Yeah.
So maybe we should keep it that way.
Yeah. So I don't have to talk in the videos. That doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it does go pretty quick with you there, so.
Which is the point.
Yeah, we saved a whole 20 minutes because I would have took maybe 40 minutes to open.
It also means you have to do almost no cuts because it's just the things are cut out.
Well, actually, I still have to do a lot of cuts because I have to clip a lot of videos in.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is you don't have to cut out a lot. It's more putting stuff in.
Yeah. And that still takes my time.
Well, yeah. But no, Younger Bro's not going away.
The only way I'm going to go away is if I either A, die, or B, we abandoned the channel.
Younger Bro is not going away.
Exactly.
He is tied to this channel like a serf.
Yeah, if anything, I'm going to improve the channel when I bring the rest of my stuff from my channel here. Like, basically...
Older Bro does not necessarily agree with that statement.
Like, basically what I was gonna do is how I was gonna import all my series was basically, say if I had a series like PUBG, we'd do the first 30 episodes, and then I'd introduce the other multiplayer series I did on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
And then kick off where my channel left off, which was mostly PUBG.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were planning to do something like that. Here's the thing. Originally, we planned to do a...
Yeah, we were gonna try to...
Yeah, we planned to do clips, like the best bits of every series, and post that as like a final video in the series.
But it took up too much time.
Yeah, it was... yeah.
And
it was a lot of work, and we were just like, we're not actually going to ever finish this. So we're like, fuck it. So... if you want to do that, or if someone else wants to do that, go for it.
I don't even know what the game Bully is.
I don't know either off the top of my head.
He says it's a Rockstar game.
It is. But yeah, like, we might do that at some point in the future, when we have more time.
If anything, we need to pay someone to go find all those clips.
That usually when I say when we have more time, I usually mean we have more time because we paid someone to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, that's not something we can reasonably do right now, because
we don't have the time.
Yeah, we don't have the time, and every time we start trying to do it, it never gets finished.
Like, I started the Undertale one.
Yeah, and then I started the Undertale one after he abandoned it, and holy shit.
Yeah. Because one of the other problems was finding some funny clips, like, before the video.
Mm-hmm.
Like, basically some of our test recordings were, like, funny moments, but we didn't keep them. Like, and those could have been funny moments, and we got rid of them.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll say it sounds interesting.
Oh, I know this game. Yeah, I've seen a trailer for it. I've seen a trailer for it, but I'm blanking on what it looks like.
Okay.
But I now know the game he's talking about. As soon as he said you could throw eggs at people, I'm like, right, that game. That game I didn't really have too much interest in. And I didn't even know it was a Rockstar game. Like, if I had any other interest in any other Rockstar game, it'd probably be LA Noire.
LA Noire.
Spider-Man Noir.
Honestly, that does sound like a good game.
Yeah, sadly, I don't think there is a game centered around Spider-Man Noir. The closest was, oh, they had a... Basically, effectively, they had a Spider-Man game with Madam Web in it, and one of the playable Spider-Man... One of the main playable Spider-Man was Spider-Man Noir. Which is funny, because the Spider-Man we see in Far From Home was not Spider-Man Noir. It was just his stealth suit.
I mean,
okay.
that does sound interesting just due to the fact that most of those school games don't usually have the school part at all, because it's not fun.
Yeah.
So, like, I do find the idea interesting that, like, we'll just make the class literally minigames. I don't know how much that would work.
Well, we'd have to.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'd have to play it to find out.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't have too much of an interest to play it, but I know I'm going to be the one playing it. Like, it sounds like a game I'd play.
Oh crap! We accidentally
What?
we accidentally miscapitalized one of the Moltres names.
Oh, we did? Yeah, for Pokemon, I don't know how much you can change the thumbnail.
Yeah, that was the problem I ran into when I tried to think of this last time.
Okay.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. But anyway, I like how he's still explaining about this game, and I'm still not exactly caring.
Don't be mean.
Like, because I literally said I don't really have an interest to play it.
I'd have to see what it is before I knew if I didn't have an interest in it or not.
Like, I think I've seen what it was, but I don't think I cared. Like, but here's the thing, with, like I said, the game he's describing, it sounds like a game I'd play for our channel.
I have no interest in this game. This sounds like a game that... That is a completely valid response to younger bro. Like...
I'd like to look it up. Unfortunately, I'd be shiny hunting right now. And also, I'm probably going to forget it anyway, so...
Here, I'll look it up.
You can look it up and show me the images, and I'll see if I care any more. I want the shiny Mewtwo. I want the shiny Mewtwo. For the love of God, do not thank him. Oh God, it looks like shit.
Shush, hold on.
Like, I just saw
Wait,
an image.
10-year anniversary?
What?
So this game came out 10 years ago?
Yeah, that's why I thought it looked like shit.
Oh crap.
It looks like it looks like GTA but school. And also, what the fuck?
Well, it's by Rockstar. Does that surprise you?
No, not really.
Honestly, for a 2000s game, that doesn't look terrible. Although I assume the Anniversary Edition has better graphics. Unless it's just literally a port.
They don't look... Okay, I'll admit it don't look too bad, but I still think, Alright, Potter, I'm gonna kick you in the nuts.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It seems like Harry Potter, but American.
Exactly. I mean, you had the same thought process.
What if we took all the Harry Potter stuff, but just made it extremely American?
And also GTA-esque.
Well, yeah, but that's just because it's Rockstar. But
anyway, it don't look too bad, but
we will definitely think about it.
It's not a game that I'm going to prioritize.
That's fair. I think we can all say that that's fair. But it is definitely... It's surprisingly something that I wouldn't think Rockstar would make.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if you heard Rockstar Games tomorrow was coming out with a school simulator game...
I believe it, especially if it's called Bully.
Well, yeah, I guess the name doesn't surprise me. The name fits. It fits. But
if
like,
the boot fits.
Yeah. But, like, it just... Yeah. It's weird to think of, like, of the Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead people making a game about a school. It's just like...
Gotta make sure to keep them grades up by killing people.
No, no, no.
How to get your education.
No, no,
Curb
no.
stomp someone.
No, 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 Hopkins. You can't do that. Killing
Why
people
not?
is uncouth. You beat them in a
Uncouth.
sporting event. Or, yes, or have a rifling competition with them. See who
Especially
can
the rifling one.
Who can shoot a gun 500 yards faster?
Who can shoot
Or
gun?
the farthest?
I be caveman. Who shoot gun further?
If you compete, I will give you the silver farthing.
Silver plays bad. Me need gold.
Ah, a dating sim, you say?
Yeah, from what I saw in the trailer, it's like you can get a girlfriend. Okay. That
Multiple. It says you can date girls, plural. So there are multiple girls and one guy.
what?
Well,
What?
good on them.
Yeah, you can be gay.
Good on them. That is actually very forward.
I would
for Rockstar.
I would kill the
This
one
game-
guy you could
hold on.
date.
This game came out in 2000s, and it had the opportunity to date a guy.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
unless that's new, that's like extremely progressive for Rockstar.
Very progressive.
Oh boy.
Like, the closest you ever came to dating in GTA was, well, I think Franklin can get a girlfriend if you purchase Taxico, but that's only if you purchase Taxi as Franklin.
Mm-hmm. It's a blonde jock.
Yeah, and he looked like shit. Like, from what I've seen him look like in the trailer, he looks like shit.
Well,
I do not like his design.
That's because that's that specific style. Like, I wouldn't say that this art style is much different than GTA. Like, GTA might be a little cleaner.
Well, no,
But, like-
I agree with you on that. It's just,
Yeah,
I don't like his character's design. Like,
well, that's fair. Like, I
just
can't
don't like
make
it.
you like the art style. I'm just like, I don't think it's too far off from the normal GTA art style.
well, thank you for giving me his name. If I ever play the game, I'll shoot him in the face.
No, Hopkins is the Hopkins is the main character. That's why I acted like a teacher and said the name Hopkins, because it's your character.
Oh. Well, if I ever get the name of that one guy, I'll shoot him.
Blonde jock.
Yeah, kill him.
Wasted.
Grab him, clinch him, kill him.
Don't know the jock. Okay. Well, don't give too much away.
Yeah, because I'll kill him on sight.
You need to calm down, sir. I'm having trouble breathing.
I only date girls.
Yes. But you aren't the person in the game, now are you?
If I'm playing as the person as the game, it applies for him too.
Unfortunately, I can't get Younger Bro to bend on this.
I'm not gonna
Like,
bang.
Younger Bro is mad because he can't find that many dating sims. And I was like, well, here's this one that's all females. Nope.
No.
I was just like,
I mean, I know I'd like playing it, like, or like the story, but no.
the closest you'll get to killing a 16-year-old is throwing a firecracker.
Okay. Thanks
Well,
for the
he
tip.
will do that.
I'll
Yeah,
make
what do
sure
you
to
think
carry
this
a
is,
whole
the
box.
Android simulator?
I think this would be worse. I mean, if it's by Rockstar.
Look, Rockstar can be civil. Can be civil. Didn't say is, I said can be.
That's funny. That's a funny joke. Rockstar civil. What world do you live in?
Look, just because they're named Rockstar doesn't mean they have to be assholes.
They're the people who make GTA.
Also, hold on. I just noticed that in the playlist for the Shiny hunting, we put one of the unboxing videos.
What? Why is that in there? Get it out of there!
No, I just saw it was like, why is this here?
Yeah, make sure it's also in its proper playlist.
Oh, look.
It's number 2.
Yeah, it's number 2.
How the fuck did that get in there? That's bad.
Oh, so the normal? thing.
Okay. Information spoilers.
You don't even want to play this game.
I mean, I don't have. I just don't have a high desire to play the game. Right.
Oh, never mind. I see why it's there.
What?
So I googled Eevee
Uh-huh.
to find all the Let's Go Eevee videos.
Yeah.
Well, this one is the Tag Team 10 with Eevee.
Oh.
So that's why it appeared there. It's not in that.
Oh.
It's not in that list.
Oh.
Yeah, like high school.
Yeah.
Look here, sir. Younger bro literally went to a high school that had the that like everyone around knew, or like the stereotype was just how much how dangerous the school was. And I went to a high school where the tagline was literally how slutty the girls were. Like,
I wish I went to your high school.
no, you don't. Trust me. Like, high schoolers are some of the most horny people in the universe. Especially the girls. Like, it's... Like, it is in no way surprising or shocking
No,
to say
it really is.
a high schooler is having sex. It should be, but it's not.
Yeah, I heard the guy on the radio, 99.3. He actually never got told about how babies are made.
Okay, hold on. So first off, pause. Before you continue on in that. Well, sir, unfortunately, as I recall, you have not been in high school yet, and will be one day. So unless you plan to be homeschooled for 4 years, presumably.
You don't want that. It sucks.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, my cousin says it sucks. Like, she has to do it basically every hour of the day.
Yeah.
Until summer.
Didn't they say... Didn't her mom say that she's basically sending her to high school after this year? Because she got so...
Yeah, she
Because she just literally can't do
yeah,
it
she
anymore.
can't keep up. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, thank God she's going back to high
Yeah,
school.
she's going back.
Okay, I'm allowing that.
You're allowed.
I'm allowing this one.
Oh!
That, like, I don't know if that was intentional. If that
it is, because I know this guy.
Well, yeah, I was just like, well, that's what I'm saying. He might just literally be saying that as he jumps in chat.
He scared me.
But like,
he skeet me.
But yeah, like that's great.
Giving it a nickname would have meant you're ding-a-ling something.
Winky, any damn thing. It just don't sound right.
Penis hole. If only they watched Family Feud. Now you gotta look up that clip about Steve Harvey saying that.
No. I don't have time for that.
No. I'm talking to the subscribers.
They don't have time for that shit.
At least not right now.
I love how over time the younger bro icon has gotten bigger and bigger. Like you
I'm
can
the
literally
biggest
see
thing
it.
on the channel.
In
so.
this one, here's how small it is, and then by these videos, it's now bigger. You can literally see the difference between those videos.
At least you can see me in them thumbnails.
Yeah, and then now it's this big, and you can see the difference again. So yeah, you're much more visible now.
And yet you live here.
I mean, isn't that literally a fat, or like not a fast food, but like a snack?
What?
Called ding dongs.
Yeah, ding dongs is a snack.
Yeah, like I'd eat it. Like if you told me, if you saw one that was like called Ding Dong Star Spangled.
Don't go in.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. I knew that it was a food, but I was like, yeah, like. Now the question is, what flavors is the Star Spangled Ding Dong? Is it like one of those cosmopolitan things, where it's vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry?
Um.
Or is it like blueberry, strawberry, and vanilla?
I'm trying to remember because I've seen them in a movie.
Yeah, sorry, cream. So it's strawberry and blueberry and cream. Yeah, like that doesn't actually sound that bad. Just hearing that.
Yeah.
Blueberry, strawberry, cream. Yeah. Like, sounds good.
Sound right.
Just don't squeeze it.
You know the funny thing is?
Shut up. I don't care. No, nothing you could possibly say needs to be said.
They're made long.
I ran out of air for a second. Well, sir, the whole point of this channel is to make younger bro vomit, not make you stop breathing.
Did you hear what I said?
Nope. I was too busy commenting on Kevin Lee.
I said
about how he couldn't.
I said
breathe.
ding dongs are made long.
Yes, they are.
Exactly.
That might actually be one of the variant names. Long ding dongs. If that's not one of the variant names, they have failed. They have missed an opportunity.
Jesus Christ, this is so bad.
No, it's not. That's the point. It's not actually bad.
I know.
It's just complete.
I know, but it's so easy to make fun of.
That's the joke.
You're a ding dong ditch.
Oh, anyways.
Have you ever actually played something like that?
No.
Have you ever played ding dong ditch?
No, I always like. Here's the thing. I grew up mostly in the country, so when I was in middle school, I didn't I didn't really have the opportunity to do that.
I went out. Yeah, I went out water.
And I just thought it was stupid to begin with.
Yeah.
And then by the time I was in high school, when I actually did live in the city. No, fuck that shit.
Yeah, I only did it once. Out walking with my friends, we played ding dong ditch.
Hey, no. If you're gonna quote that, you have to put that as Gavin Lee.
Exactly. The quote doesn't work otherwise.
No. It is not the year 72,000 and... Yeah, 72,019.
It's not 7-Eleven. At least
Actually,
not
how
anymore.
does that work after 9K? Would it be 10K 19?
I don't know. Then do it. You can easily do it on your profile.
Just remember that unlike Croc, we will still call you Gavin Lee.
Exactly. So even if you change your name to 7, we'll still call you Gavin Lee.
I mean, to be fair, we probably won't recognize that it's Gavin Lee at first, and then we'll start calling him Gavin Lee.
Yeah. Who are you?
Who?
Oh, Star-Lord, man. That's so great.
It was.
I'm glad that they got James.
First, we won't know who you are. We'll obviously figure it out pretty quickly.
Oh,
You're pretty unique.
Yeah. But, no, I am glad they got James Gunn back to do Guardians 3.
Got him back. It's not like he left.
He kind of did.
Fired him.
Exactly.
And then, yes, Pikachu Libre is back.
For you, maybe.
Unfortunately, Pikachu Libre should also be male.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not. Like, I'm all for the Pikachu Libre jokes, but,
We make them a lot.
No. Like,
Oh, goodness.
But it's basically one of the costumes that I'm like, why does anyone choose this as a waifu? I know people do, but why?
Well, you see, it has a vagina.
I know, but literally the leotard that it wears, it could be either male or female.
Okay, let's be honest. It's because there are a lot of guys who like seeing women in spandex. And
true, but
and Libre costumes are exclusively made of spandex.
Well, that's true. It's not like...
No. Crimson is the Diglett. His waifu is the Skitty.
To be fair, I'd rather have a Skitty as a waifu than a Diglett.
I mean, the problem is, what? Oh, sorry, I'll go ahead. No, you don't need that.
We don't need that again. Sayori has already hanged herself too much.
Sayori's already dead.
Exactly. And we'll bring her back.
I'm honestly surprised it flagged that.
What?
Like, I'm surprised it caught the purposeful misspelling of Diglett and said, "Oh yes, I should put that as flagged."
Yeah.
So, good job, Google.
Google, you failed us.
No, it succeeded.
Oh.
You did well.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't praise you.
Praise the Google, but only this once.
Yeah, because Google does it all other times. He's under the impression that he's cute.
I mean, oh, well, hold on. Here's the thing. Even if you are cute, we would never say you're cute because we're guys.
Exactly.
And you are also a guy. And guys do not go and calling each other cute. So regardless of how true that might be,
I mean,
you'll never be cute to us.
I mean, the best we could probably say to him is you look sharp.
Yeah. You look nice. That's the best you get. And we can't prove that because we don't have a picture and we don't want a picture.
And I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a tuxedo, so I can't even call him sharp.
You can have non-sharp.
I know, it's just that's usually when you call him dude sharp.
Yeah, you do say sharp for that. I'm pretty certain you have said before that you're a guy.
Yeah, and judging by your name, I know you're a guy.
The last name could be Lee. His first name could be Gavin, which it probably is. But regardless.
While I know you do lie a lot because you've said so, I wouldn't believe you if you told me you were a girl.
I just had the worst possible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that. That's too bad. God.
There's even things older bro won't say. It's a miracle.
There's a lot of things won't say.
While me, it has to be really, really, really bad for me not to say. I say what I need to say!
What you need to say is shit.
Say what you wanna say will come out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave.
Just wanna see you be brave.
Why did they not play that song in the end credits of Brave?
Because it would be too obvious.
Oh. But yeah, would you believe for a second that he was a girl?
No.
That's what I thought.
He swears like a sailor, and he doesn't show any telltale signs that he's female.
Even a tomboy wouldn't say a lot of this, and I know a lot of tomboys.
Like, yeah, it's just
like I know tomboys.
You're deep in. You're like next level deep into the lie if you're a female, and we don't believe it.
Like, it'd be so many levels, like, above us, like...
Like, he would literally have to show up at a convention.
At a convention we're going to.
And be like, yes, I am female.
Yes, I have a vagina.
Why is your first... female, therefore... God.
You should thank the second one, too.
Like, Younger Bro's the kind of guy that, like, he thinks this person is a male. They show up, sees female, just literally puts his hand on his chin, stares over, and is like, nice. That is Younger Bro. That guy. You actual human trash.
What the heck does FUTA mean?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know, because maybe you know.
Here, I'll go to Urban Dictionary.
When has that helped? It's Urban!
Yes.
But it's not Keith Urban, which is very saddening.
Hermaphrodite. Specifically Japanese hermaphrodite.
And that means
Both parts.
of what?
Anatomy.
Yeah?
No. Both.
I don't get it.
How?
The only thing you could be thinking of is it that?
Look, sir, I don't know how to possibly explain this to you in more detail than I just did.
What the heck's a pedo?
So, no, that's different. Okay, so, first imagine a guy. Now imagine a girl. What are their differences? Imagine both are on one person.
Oh, and Gavin Lee just said it.
Yeah, except, well, yeah.
Yeah, no, I still wouldn't believe that.
The problem is, while that is technically a definition, it's also for a person who has both. Thank you. It's probably best that we not post that. Like,
I know what Crimson will be at. For what?
I mean,
Yes, good job.
is it actually censorship? That's
If
too difficult of a question.
You can censor yourself.
Yeah, that's too difficult of a question.
But then again, he did type it. So,
Yeah, but I'm not getting into that topic. The definition of what is censorship is so debated that I don't feel the need to.
You don't want to be
deal with
on
that
the
shit.
debate train.
Yeah, not deal with that shit.
but we need to deal with a lot of it, though.
Yeah, exactly. Like that is younger bro.
Funny thing is, actually, I don't do that. Whenever I talk to a girl, I never actually think that. And even if I did, I'd never tell them.
Well, of
Or
course not.
anybody.
Why the hell would you think of
Plus,
telling
it's
someone
normal thoughts, even if I did.
that? Oh, that's what he's saying. He's imagining you at 60 or 70 thinking. Oh, I know. I get what he's saying.
What? That's my age?
No, when you were asking what that word was,
Uh-huh.
that's what he's saying you will be at 60 years old.
How?
Okay, so you know how there's those creepy people who are like not allowed to be anywhere near school.
Oh, that's what he's saying.
Yes.
No.
Okay, we got there.
I am not going to become a next level Master Roshi. Nope.
I mean, Bulma was only 16, so it's not a next level Master Roshi. It just was Master Roshi. Like,
Yeah.
like.
Well, okay, to be fair, it is very hard to get the next level from Master Roshi.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Master Roshi is the master.
Yeah,
at what
Master
he
Roshi
does.
is the master of being Master Roshi.
Yeah, so Master Roshi. I mean,
He
a
doesn't.
creep.
Yeah, but he doesn't
Yeah,
watch
a Master
anime.
Roshi. He might know what Dragon Ball is. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he's watched any of my Dragon Ball episodes.
That's fair.
Well, then again, Master Roshi isn't really mentioned in Xenoverse. He is in Xenoverse 2.
See, even in real life, if it exists, there's a male version of it.
Okay, this I could believe. Where he's created a persona of himself and it's female.
Yeah.
And my persona could easily be that too because it's a Time Lord.
Yeah.
It can
That's not
regenerate.
yours isn't a persona. Yours is a D&D character. Calm down.
Mine isn't even a D&D character because you say it wouldn't even work in D&D.
No, I said it could work in D&D.
Yeah, it could work in D&D, but my character would be so overpowered I'd basically one-shot everything.
Yeah, it would be mostly
Basically, my character would not be able to fail in D&D.
in lore, like in your backstory, he wouldn't be able to fail. In roles, he would have to fail.
And that's why he doesn't work as a D&D
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Part of a D&D story is all about. It's not about succeeding. It's about telling an interesting story.
Because here's the thing, my persona, like, basically, if I made a D&D character, it would be similar to the guy I'm writing. Okay, damn it, I didn't really word this right. Okay, the story I have writing on my quota right now for my persona is not the D&D character.
Yeah, because
He may be similar to him,
Yeah.
but he's not the D&D.
Because that's the thing. In D&D, there actually is just a race of, like, angelic beings. That literally work like Time Lords. Like, they do reincarnate themselves. But they forget their previous... They have, like, minor memories of their previous lives. So it works sort of similar to the Time Lord. That's just literally a race.
Yeah, no, I've decided with all my quotive stories, I was actually going to connect them to my character somehow.
Yeah.
Like, basically my Steven Universe story.
Calm down, sir. Stop integrating things.
Basically, I'm going to have my persona travel to that universe for a chapter. And what he's going to discover is basically that character is an alternate version of him, which is hard for him to say because there's not supposed to be another version of him. Basically, he's supposed to be the only one in every timeline. There is only one, ever. And yet there's different variants of him.
Younger bro. The normal fanfiction writer.
And I can write
It's
one...
overly complicated and doesn't make any sense.
And I can write one hell of a story.
Oh yeah, I would make that. I'd agree with that. It's one hell of a story because it takes you to hell and back again, and you're confused. What the hell just happened?
My story is actually not that hard to follow. Like, the story I'm writing is not
It
that...
doesn't always have to be hard to follow. It just, yeah, it could be, some of them are hard to follow. Not your stories, just some fanfiction stories are hard to follow. Some of them, you can absolutely understand everything that's happening, but you're just like, why?
Because I want to.
Well,
I want it to.
But here's the thing. One of the key things to learn as a writer, just because you want to do something doesn't mean you should, and doesn't mean that it's a good idea. Sometimes,
to me, I don't
your
care as
ideas
long as
are
I
bad
write
ideas.
the story for my persona character.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that that's one of the key things writers have to learn.
I don't care if people like my
Sometimes their
story.
ideas
This
are
is the.
shit.
I don't care if people like my story. This is the story I wanted to write for my character, and here it is.
I know. I'm just saying that when you try to make a professional works, when you want to try to be an actual writer, you have to think, okay, my ideas might be shit.
I'm not really going in profession with this, like...
Well, you have that project, which, in theory, would be technically professional.
Yeah, but if anything, I'm just improving that by making other stories. And honestly, I gotta say it's helping. It's definitely helping me get some more ideas. But with that story, it's probably easier to make than my story. Because my story is more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, it'd probably be harder to make a game for my character. I doubt anybody could make a game for my character. Okay, to be fair, I could pay someone.
There we go. That sounds like a younger bro thought process. Satan, death, and God are all female because, fuck you, it's my story. That sounds like a younger bro thought right there.
I made God in my story male.
No, I'm not saying specifically that, but the idea of, this is this way in my story because fuck you, I want it to be.
I mean, to be fair, God can make any form he
You're
wants.
stuck on the God part. It's like, it's not about the God part. It's about just the idea of, I did this in my story this way because fuck you, I want it to be that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't matter if it does make sense. It doesn't matter if it's a good idea. Just, I want it that way, therefore it will be that way.
I mean, I'd like it to at least make sense.
Yeah. But that's always the key with writers. Writers always, when you're trying to be a good writer, you always have to think in the back of your mind, is this idea a good idea? Does this idea
what's
make
hard
sense?
is I'm thinking in like an anime perspective because basically I am writing this as an anime.
Yep, and animes are some of the more nonsensical writing styles because they don't often always.
Yeah, because basically it's when they're fighting. It's kind of hard to describe what they're exactly doing. Because
insert 5 episodes of Punch here.
Oh, the training is done quick.
But yeah,
basically it's hard to describe what they're doing. Like, my character has a move where he basically summons red lightning in his hands, and then he summons a power ball, and then he waves it around himself a couple times, then absorbs it in his hand, and 1-inch punches people with that energy that's in his hand.
1-inch punches?
Yes, like an actual 1-inch punch.
Okay.
Like, you have no idea how hard it was to write that. Like, I had to rethink all of it. Like, does this make sense in this sentence? Does this make sense? I had to go back and retype that like 5 times.
Yep.
I finally got something to work, but... You gotta walk the doggies.
Yes. That is very...
This late? Why?
Because they need to go to the bathroom.
They need to go potty.
Why do you let the... Have you never let the dog out at, like...
Who let the dogs out? I mean, I've let the dog out, but I never had to go out with him and walk him.
But what if you lived in the city? Like,
in the city!
You couldn't just let him out. You had to walk him. What, are you gonna say, oh, it's 10 o'clock at night, sorry, you can't go to the bathroom?
No.
If he needs to go to the bathroom, you're gonna take him for a walk. Because
you gotta take him for walkies.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter what you want. It's you do it or he pees on your floor.
And you don't want that. Well,
yeah, so you take him.
It could be either pee-pee or poo-poo.
Alucard, go for a walk.
On a moonlit walk. Release restraint level 0. It's Big Barry!
By the way, I still say that, I know that the whole point was the series was wrapping up there, but I still say that going from the all the episodes before to the last 2 episodes, that transition was way rushed.
Yeah.
Like, it just felt weird.
But here's the problem. The anime itself for Hellsing Ultimate is actually not that long. The older one, from what I understand, is longer than Hellsing Ultimate.
Yeah.
Hellsing Ultimate is a rush job.
Yeah. But no, all I'm saying is just the fact, the act of, hey, I just didn't like the fact that, and again, this is not a problem with the abridged. This is a problem with the show.
The original or Hellsing Ultimate? I
don't know. Hellsing Ultimate probably. Maybe the original as well. I don't know.
Is it because of Alucard?
No. I just didn't like I didn't like the fact that literally in the one episode, or in the previous episode, it was Integra had to drive the car away because she was being protected by Walter. Mm-hmm. And he was standing in front of the Nazis, talking with them. And literally the next episode, he's killing Anderson. And and again, I know why, but it still felt rushed as hell. It felt like a character's turn. Instantly.
That's how fast it was in the anime, too.
Exactly, that's the problem. That's why I'm saying, it's not the abridged's fault, it's the show's fault.
And also to me, I hated the fact that they here's the thing, Walter was not evil.
No, that was the whole point.
Walter just wanted to
show-
kill Alucard because that's his job.
Exactly,
He is a monster
but they
hunter.
didn't. Yeah, but they didn't. Like, they did not adequately explain that. Like, yeah, they explained in that one episode that he was an ex-vampire hunter.
Yeah, and that's the
That
whole
was
reason.
the only time they brought that up, that he was an ex-vampire hunter. In that one time, when he was saying his entire job title. That was it. And he said ex-vampire hunter. So the thought that he was going to turn against Alucard, just like that, no one thought of that. Like, well, again, if you knew the show. But, like, if you don't know the show, no one thought that was going to happen. Because it wasn't in character for the character we knew. And then suddenly, now he's a new character. Now he's on the side of the Nazis, quote-unquote. Because
And
he's
from
not
what
really
I,
on the side of the
yeah,
Nazis,
he's
but
using them.
Yeah, but from our perspective, he's turned sides. He's with the Nazis, and he's trying to kill Alucard. And that's all I'm saying. It's just it was rushed. Like again, it made sense in character that he wants to kill all vampires, and the only way to do that is to kill Alucard. So it made sense why he was doing that once you realized that, but it wasn't led into well enough. Also, the whole thing where he was aging backwards wasn't explained well either, because none of the other vampires were doing that. So it didn't make any fucking sense why he was doing that, but...
Yeah, they actually don't explain...
Yeah.
I don't think they explain that in the...
Exactly. That's just the original's fault.
And if they did explain it, it wasn't a very good explanation.
Yeah, so it was... Although I still have to love the bit of that video where Alucard's entire thing was, "You're just pissed because I wouldn't fuck you."
Yeah, and that was a joke. That's actually not the thing. And
Yeah, and that saddens me because he does have that female form, and I'm like, yeah, if he was female in the 40s and looked that young when Walter was that young, because Walter was about that age in the 40s when he was a vampire hunter, he was a teenager.
yeah, I could
So,
see it.
I could absolutely believe that Walter was just pissed off with Alucard for so long because he was turned on by him and then found out he was a guy and hated him for that. Like, it would make sense! Just, so it's like, god damn, I love that. It worked so well. But, yeah, it still was just such a fast turn, and I get that it was like, that was it. But, like, yeah.
He doesn't even die by the sniper bullet in the actual ultimate.
Yeah, and I think it was best that they did that. Like, he should die by that. Like,
Yeah,
his death in the Abridged was much better than having another episode and a half where he wasn't dead.
in the anime, he went and killed the doctor, I think.
Yeah.
And that was basically him kind of redeeming himself, saying he was sorry for what he did.
Yeah. Well, and I think even still, there was sort of a redemption for him in the Abridged. But, like...
Yeah, there was kind of a redemption thing in the Abridged, but
Yeah.
it didn't feel as emotional as in the actual anime.
Like, in all honesty, I think I prefer it being less emotional than the alternative, which is where he's literally killed, then it's just like, no, fuck that, I'm not dying.
Yeah, he was basically shot in the liver and he didn't die.
I'm just gonna live for an extra episode and a half to go kill the doctor, and then I'll die. Like, as much as that does redeem him, it was the alternative of either don't have him die here, like, either cut out him being shot here at all, and which would kind of ruin the betrayal, or cut out him killing the doctor later.
Because he wasn't fully betraying them, but he just wanted to kill Alucard.
He doesn't work for Alucard. He doesn't even really work for Integra. He works for Helsing.
Yeah, and
Helsing's job was kill Alucard.
Mm-hmm. And they couldn't even do that.
Yeah, so, like, they enslaved him, quote unquote. They got Alucard to do their job for him, as a, well, if I can't kill Alucard, I'm at least gonna make him
Employed.
kill all the other
Yeah.
things I'm supposed to be killing. Because that way, I only have to deal with one thing.
Yeah. And Alucard is pretty damn hard to kill.
Yeah, exactly, and that was the point. Basically, Alucard's job was to work for Helsing to kill all the other creatures. Walter's job was to work for Helsing to kill Alucard.
Yeah.
So,
And-
it made sense why he did it, but it
Yeah.
still was rushed as hell.
It really was, even, like I
Like-
said, even in the anime, it was kind of rushed.
So, and that's the thing, I can't blame the Abridged for that, because they worked with what they had.
Yeah. But, Helsing Ultimate was still pretty good, even if it was kind of like a rush job.
Yeah,
from,
I really liked it.
like, you watched the
I-
anime itself?
I haven't watched the original, but I
Oh.
watched the Abridged, and yeah,
Yeah.
like I can't watch the original anymore, because I can't stand Alucard's voice.
I'll admit, I don't like the voice. Like, when I saw him, I'm like, oh, he's going to have a deep voice, he's going to have a deep voice, and then I heard him speak for the first time.
Generic British guy.
And I was
It's
like, no.
It's like, oh.
No, this guy needs to have a deeper voice.
Yeah, like...
Because all vampires usually do.
Well, not even that, but it's the fact that he's
Him
Dracula.
specifically,
He
Dracula,
is literally Dracula.
and
So
he
it's
didn't
like,
have a fucking
He's
deep
just
voice.
a generic British guy?
And it's not even that he was a generic British guy, it's just his voice was not very intimidating.
Whiny. Like, it's
Yeah,
like,
it
what
wasn't
the hell?
intimidating at all.
Yeah, exactly. For Alucard. Like,
And then
one
they
of the
gave him
most
a...
intimidating
Yeah, and
characters.
then the Abridged gave him a deep voice. I'm like,
Yeah.
that sounds so much better.
Yeah, his laugh is literally both hilarious and terrifying.
It's
like,
funny.
It's great.
so good. They fucked him up, and even when it first came out, they really screwed up Alucard. Like,
Yeah.
God. You do know the news about the next death battle, right? Dracula versus Ganondorf. I was like, why?
Yeah, I hadn't seen what, like, I didn't remember what the thing was. I've seen the last death battle now.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I finally saw the last DBX. The like, final DBX with, or for this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, the...
Iron Man versus...
Yeah, the... Okay, everyone. We're bidding today on a father.
Yeah, I thought that
Like,
was so
$50.
funny.
Oh, sit down, old man. We know you don't have any money. Then Naruto raising his hand and Boruto immediately raising his hand and Naruto being pissed off. Like, what? I'm still alive! Like, it's
That's
so
so
fucking great.
good.
And you can see how pissed Piccolo was. Like, are you
No,
seriously fucking
and
auctioning
you
me?
could just feel the sadness for Boomstick.
Yeah. I did agree with the comments being mad though. They're like, I hate this scene only because it referenced the fucking back credit card. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I understand that.
Because the
But
back
otherwise,
credit
that
card
scene
is
was great.
endless.
Yeah, just infinite money sold.
We're talking about the DBX and from the channel Death Battle.
We're talking about a lot of shit right now.
That'd be nasty.
Oh, but anyways, the question I was going to ask you about, sir, in this story. Now, here's the question. If you work for Satan, Death, and God, does that mean in your story, Satan works for God? Or are you literally completely neutral as to who you work for?
If you're neutral, then you're basically the Grim Reaper.
But he also works for Death.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's like...
Like, the only possible thing is neutrality. So, yes? No? I don't know.
Oh, they're all the same character. Okay. That's still confusing, but whatever.
No, I couldn't imagine that Death needed you to kill someone.
I mean...
Wow!
I mean, obviously, so Death does the assassination missions. Yeah, Satan's doing the torturing missions and doing the, like, maybe tempting missions, and God's doing the redeeming missions.
Yeah, and here's the thing. With my character, literally anyone exists.
Basically,
salvation, torture, and death. I love how that just the silence. In the room.
I like how my aunt just texted me. She's like, "Do you know how to unlock an iPhone 7?"
Yes. Put in the password. Oh, okay. They are all separate characters. So in this story, you're basically the main character in one of those in like any of the games that have like something like Grand Theft Auto, where God is an NPC and Satan's an NPC and Death's an NPC, and you're doing missions for all of them.
It's kind of what my character does. He does missions for God, but God, I'm gonna have God have like an arc of some kind.
How can God have an arc? Unless you're saying it's not literally. Do you understand that God doesn't change at all?
I'm talking about character arc.
I know. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Having a character arc means that God can improve or get worse.
Well, here's the thing.
Like, how can he? Well, the idea of that statement of God gets better or worse is just what? I'm so confused. Okay, fair enough, sir. But you still work for him. See, this is the editor in me. Just literally saying what you're saying back to you in a slightly different way so you think about it. Oh, anyways. It's my apologies, sorry. It's God. No gender pronouns really make sense. But yes, in your story it is she. My apologies.
Yeah, she wants me to unlock my aunt's phone so she could get pictures of her.
Okay, so unless she has the password.
Yeah, she's like, get the password so I can get the pictures. I'm like, and I literally told her the only one who could know that is her son.
Yeah. Like,
and if he doesn't know, then you're pretty much out of luck.
You'd probably have to take it to Verizon or wherever she got it and say, this person died, like, this is my, like, sister or whatever. She, like, died. I need to get, like, stuff off the phone. So, yeah. Otherwise, you're not... There's no way to do that.
I'm going to tell her to take it to Verizon, then.
Even if... And that's the thing. Even if she says that, that might not work. She might have to the son do it.
He doesn't know. They asked.
No, I'm saying she might have to have the son take it. Like, she might not be able to get it done. It might have to be literally... parent, son, husband. Like... A lot of people ask, who is your lover, who your character dies for. Character has no lover. I mean, that's understandable. There are a lot of stories that have either love interest dies or you die for love interest, so makes sense why people ask.
Yeah, me and my character, he don't like no one right now.
If I marry you, you're just dead weight.
I told my aunt how to do the Verizon thing.
Yeah. Again, I don't know how much that'll work, but that's basically the only shot.
That's dark.
It's death. It's always dark.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's dark to write your character that way.
I don't think that's fair. Like, technically, think about Konosuba. Main character literally dies, and that's not dark.
Yeah, but they make it light.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's not... Death isn't by its own nature just dark because he killed himself.
That's why I'm saying it's dark, bro.
Me, my character,
He exists so long as time exists. It's not that he's immortal. It's just when he finds the end of time, if that even exists, that's when he dies.
That sounds like immortal.
but that's how he always describes it.
Yeah, that's literally the
He literally can't call himself immortal, or else basically God would get mad at him.
Look, I don't define the word. I just explain what it means.
So is he literally looking for the Helm of Fate or something like that? And do you know what I mean when I say that?
Not specifically.
Helm of Fate, DC, Dr. Fate.
I don't know all of DC or even...
You've seen the death battle for him! How do you not know?
Just because I watched the death battle doesn't mean I literally logged all the information from the death battle.
I do!
I log as much information as I need for the fight, and then forget it once the fight's over.
Yeah, and then I try to predict who will win. Like, judging by the information. Like, I actually looked at the information, I'm like, okay, Doctor Strange and Dr. Fate.
My character caught an RPG to the face and didn't die. I choose to take that, not the weapon, an RPG. Not that he was shot by an RPG, but that an RPG game literally hit him in the face and refused to allow him to die. Like, you're an RPG character now. You can't die.
My character's been stabbed and impaled and he hasn't died. That's because he has the best healing factor in all of reality. Like, literally, if you try to... Basically, say if you try to decapitate him, it's like you're cutting through a ghost.
Cool.
There's blood drawn, but the blood eventually saps its way back inside his body. I know, poor choice of wording, but that's literally the best way I could explain it.
Anyways, getting back to the anything but this.
So you can draw blood from my character, but it's not going to stay on the ground.
Okay. We're on episode 19.
What?
Of Red Dead. Good. Whew. Pushing through.
Yeah, you see why Red Dead I had trouble with.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, that's cool. My character was already born with the healing factor, basically, so. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I think I wrote it that he eventually got a healing factor where basically he couldn't feel any pain. Like, they chucked rocks at each other and they couldn't feel it. And when I say each other, it's because my character has a brother.
Oh, so your character's a Saiyan then?
Yeah, that's what I immediately thought, but then I'm like, nah, too easy. And then you say it, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because that's literally stronger every time he die. Oh. Well, I'm right fucked, aren't I?
And me, my character has to witness that ability. He has to see a Saiyan get to near death, then healed, just to gain that ability. Because my character doesn't get... I mean, of course with training, he gets stronger, but he doesn't get stronger after every time he fights, I think. I don't remember how I wrote him. I have to look it up. I was going to make him a Saiyan, and then I realized, nah, having him be 3 things at once is meh. So I just made him to be a hybrid between a human and a Time Lord.
Go to the place that feels uncomfortable yet is suitable at your age. That is an interesting way to say that.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, how I have my universe set up is like every TV show you watch has its own universe. Like you're actually watching another universe and no one realizes it.
Yeah. Well, sir, you know, I wouldn't expect anything else.
Yeah, basically what we're watching right now is basically we're watching the story of a main character. In his own universe. A bulletproof trench coat.
No.
Does that actually exist, a bulletproof trench coat?
Sure, why the heck not?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Probably Batman's.
Yeah, you're right. Batman. Batman! I swear he's making a story about 39 clues. And I swear he's going to give us 39 clues that he's been finding in his story. So it's 39 clues.
What? I'm sorry, I already lost what the heck you were saying.
I swear he's literally making a spin-off with his persona here about 39 clues.
Okay.
At least that's what I'm seeing right now. Because he keeps
Yes,
talking about
he said
finding
2
clues and
clues.
notes.
2 notes.
Exactly, and he's eventually going to get up to 39. Now, he'd probably say screw that and do another 30. That's the thing. Has anyone ever made that joke? 69 clues. The spin-off of 39 clues. Instead of solving puzzles, you're solving nothing. You're just reading.
69 clues. Every single clue is written in the Kama Sutra, or
just straight telling you.
or it's written in what's that one book?
What book?
The one that they were making a movie of. That was the
Spyware Chronicles?
No, the sex book. What is that?
50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah. Thank you.
I haven't even seen that. I'm like, the only sex movie I know that's based off a book is 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, so that's why I said it. I was like, you don't know what that is. But yeah, like all notes are somehow. It's secretly it's the Da Vinci Code of sex books.
I'm like, you sure it's Da Vinci?
Okay. Now all of this series is done.
I'll be honest, I don't know what he's talking about no more.
That's just saying that he's just saying he finds a note, the note says this, he realizes it's this location, goes to that location, finds an item, finds another note.
Yeah.
Says what it is, goes to that place.
But yeah, you would have to read my story to really understand my character. Me, I have to read my own story because I don't remember how I wrote them. Because I swear in the training, I think I had God tell him after every time you fight, you gain stronger. Oh yeah, I did. Basically, after every time he fights, he either gets stronger a lot or a little. It's a random number.
Well, at this point, we're just describing different stories.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to remember how I wrote my character. Like, basically how I described my character to you long ago, that's not the case no more. Like, I completely rewritten my character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, basically...
Thank God.
Basically, the character I used to tell you about, he didn't have an assistant. I gave him an assistant and it works perfectly.
great, because that was the problem with that character. But no, in all seriousness, okay, so first off, Lego Jurassic World was a solo series, right?
It was a stream.
That was a stream.
That was a stream.
So I gotta fix that one too.
That one was a stream because at the time, Lego Jurassic World was the only other PS4 game I had. Besides,
because the first solo series you had was Xenoverse, right?
the first official recorded series solo was Xenoverse.
Okay, that's good. So I just have to fix Jurassic World.
My first solo.
and Jurassic World
Yeah, my first solo.
Evolution.
Yeah, my first solo stream was Spider-Man. Then it was Jurassic World Evolution. Then Lego Jurassic World. Then Red Dead, and then Far Cry.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Then I gotta fix Spider-Man. Okay.
Yeah, for the Lego Jurassic World, I was going to see if you can maybe find a logo for it and put that as the thumbnail, but...
Sir, I'll do that later if I want to. No promises.
Yeah, and same thing goes for Jurassic World Evolution.
Yeah. The current rule I'm gonna make is that, at the very least, I am going to make, like, all the thumbnails before, or Far Cry and Up is gonna be correct. And
Yeah.
I'll see how much further back I want to go.
Okay.
Because technically that one's correct. This one's correct, but I probably want to change it. Shiny hunts are fine. Sort of.
Shiny hunts are as good as it's getting right now.
Yeah. I might add me to the shiny.
The only
hunts,
thing
don't
I
know.
say you should fix about the thumbnails is to move the Pokemon location. Like some of the thumbnails, you have the Pokemon in the bottom right corner where the...
Yeah, it's just because I changed. I
sa-
globally changed
Yeah,
all that.
same thing for Xenoverse, I think.
Yeah, I just didn't want to change them after that, so like, I might leave it so that some of them are in the old location.
Okay.
Same thing, of just.
But yeah, anyway, point being is my character that I have written down in my story is much drastically different than the character I told you about years ago.
Fair enough. I mean, sir, you have typed quite a lot, so I'd say that so far you can type a lot.
Yep.
Don't worry about it.
And also, typing that you can't type is wrong because you are typing.
Yes, obviously. Like, you not only just said basically the same thing I just said, you said it worse. Congratulations, sir. You are a fuck up.
And an asshole. Especially an asshole.
For some reason, the immediate thing that jumped into my head was, who else but Quagmire?
He's Quagmire. You never know what he's gonna say next. I mean, to me, that's true for me. You never know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I say what I need to say, and I say
no,
what I
you
want
don't
to
say what you need to say. You say a lot more than what you need to say.
I say a lot. I'm just saying.
You're doing more than that. Oh, no, hold on.
I'm seeing saying.
I also have to fix this one.
You gotta fix a lot of things.
There's only like 3 or 4 series left.
Fix it, Felix.
I can fix it.
You sure?
No.
Isn't there a Wreck-It Ralph game?
Yes, I think there is.
We need to play that. I want to see how bad that is. I'm going to guarantee you that game's going.
I love the fact that it's censoring the word penetrated. Or it's censoring the word die. But I think it's censoring the word penetrated. Because it's like, that has to be sex, right?
But it's not in this case.
No. No, wait,
I do sex now?
yeah, so that one's
Get
also-
pre-gat.
What?
Pre-gananat. Did I ever show you that video where a guy I know was reading a lot of different answers or like questions, and they were like basically wrong ways to spell pregnant, and he was reading them, and it was so funny how he was saying it. Pre-gananat.
Okay, I must admit, guys, I think I'm like dying or something, because I don't like. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on anymore?
I swear I showed you that clip. I guess it was so long ago you don't remember that either.
Here, hand me one of my waters, because I must be getting dehydrated.
You must be.
Like, I need to drink something.
Wow, look at all the blood.
Good to know that it's human blood and nothing else. Wait, no.
I knew I wasn't going to get that shiny Mewtwo today. I have an hour left. Wait, what? Huh, I thought I'd be done by now. I guess the timer don't lie.
Now,
Are you actually...
Now, is this female companion supposed to be the female version of you? Or did you just choose that name?
I'm pretty sure he said it at the start of him explaining all this.
Well, yeah, but that's what I wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure that when he said his name was Alex, that he was choosing that name, not just randomly.
Oh, hey, we found him. It's Alex the Lion.
Yes. Obviously, that's... Okay, good.
Funny thing is, I actually did play... I did play a
right
Madagascar game today. See, told you. I knew it.
Like, I must say, sir, you are 100% making me feel like I am reading this book. Like, and I do like reading books, so that's not an immediate insult. Like,
so you're saying you don't care?
no, what I'm saying is that he is like I feel like I'm listening to an audiobook. Like I get the feeling of reading the whole book, where I'm like, yep, I am reading a book right now.
Honestly, I think he's telling us his whole Persona's life story because he's bored.
I mean, probably, but like I'm not complaining.
Yeah, and also
I'm literally sitting here changing some of the strings from being called solos to being called strings. Nothing can possibly bore me right now.
Besides that.
Like, what, am I gonna complain? Oh no, I'm listening to somebody tell me a story. It's still more interesting than clicking a button, hitting paste, clicking another button, hitting paste. Like,
I'll be honest, I kind of stopped reading his story.
I'm trying to keep up.
I mean, I'm at least making an attempt, but every time I see something about his story, I just like, I don't want to read this. I don't know why.
I mean, to be fair, you're also doing the shiny hunting right now. You need to be paying attention.
I have been. I haven't seen it at all. Like, there was no shiny Mewtwo so far. Like, I've been paying attention to this entire thing.
Good.
Just not Gavin Lee's thing right now. Me, I want the shiny Mewtwo.
It's Mewtwo. Never really know.
I have an hour to get the shiny Mewtwo. I don't think I'm getting it.
Probably not, but
I can hope.
Usually you get stuff in the last, like, 30 minutes, so if
yeah.
you're gonna get it, it's gonna be in the last 30 minutes.
The Moltres was in the last hour.
Okay, fair enough. Last hour.
So, hey,
Now you might actually be able to get it.
I might be able to get it. Excuse me. But yeah, with some, like, when we get to Game Boy games, I hope we have little trouble, like, recording those.
Oh, we'll just emulate them all.
Yeah, we're probably going to emulate most of them, but can't you get at least all of the old school Pokemon games on the 3DS now? Even Pokemon Yellow?
Oh yeah, but no, if I wanted to play Pokemon Yellow on stream and didn't want to emulate it, I could just use my GameCube. I own the thing that lets you play.
Right, you do have the thing
play-
where we can emulate
Yeah, it's not an emulator. It's just literally I can play Game Boy games
through your
on
GameCube
the
and
GameCube.
record it.
So it's
Can't you?
like I could fucking do.
Oh, that'd be.
But it's just easier to emulate the shit. So it's like, it's not an active. I can't. It's just.
But
It's easier to.
it's
literally
easier to
run
find an emulator. Yeah.
Yeah, the Pokemon games I might make an exception because it would be really like that way I could beat the games at the same time.
Exactly.
But like,
exactly.
I would also have to get another one of those fucking like converters to do it, and I'm like,
Another one?
yeah, because we'd have to have one for my game and one for your game.
But Pokemon Yellow, I'm playing.
Well, yeah,
Like,
the third versions are fine. But
I know. We're talking about Red and Blue.
Yeah, I'd have to have one for blue and one for red. So
I can buy my own. How much are they?
I don't remember.
Like, I could put that on my list, and I can buy it alongside the Katsukity 3DS I get. Like, just tell me what they're called. Like, do you know a specific name for them?
No, it's just if you Google something like GameCube, Game Boy Advance player or something, you'll probably get it.
Okay.
It's literally something that attaches to the bottom of the console.
Hmm. Oh, okay.
It looks like a little base.
Okay.
All my bases belong to you.
Because I'm all about that bass. About that bass. No trouble. I actually I have not heard that song in a while.
No.
I think that song kind of died out from the radio.
Yeah, well, the problem was that it was supposed to be a female empowerment anthem, and females hated it. So,
I mean, I can see why.
yeah, so...
Based on the lyrics.
It never caught on, let's say.
Like,
Because it wasn't it wasn't a song that men absolutely were like, this is the best thing ever. So
no.
it was just like, yeah, dead.
Well, I haven't heard any new songs from her lately.
She had one not too long ago. I can't remember what it was, though. That one's Meghan Trainor, right?
Meghan Trainor, yeah.
Yeah.
The last song I remember is I Thank God Every Day.
Yeah, hold on.
If I was you, I'd want to be me too. Me too. That song. That's the last new one I remember.
If I was you,
I'd want to be me too.
Yeah.
That's the last new one I remember.
Let me see when this song came out. Here's this one. The My Name Is No song. My name is no, my sign
Oh,
is
yeah.
no. You need to let it go. Like, I actually really like that one.
That song I like too, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's the newest one.
I don't know if it's the newest one, but that's the newest one I know of.
The newest one that I remember was Me Too.
Hold on.
And I hope you know what I mean. No. When I say me too, me too. I hope
Yes,
you
we
know
get it. It's
what
not the
I
Me Too
mean
movement.
when I say me
Came out on
too.
the same record.
Really?
Yeah, so they are it's the same album.
Same album.
So let's say that those are both the latest song.
Okay. Come on. But yeah, as of right now, after Mewtwo, I'm going to move on to the fossil Pokemon.
Boy.
Yeah, I have like maybe 20-something old Ember I could be looking through. Come on, controller, connect. You're not dead yet. And even if this controller did die, I have another one ready, so.
Halfway? Halfway!
Oh, never mind. No, you know why we haven't heard much about her?
Why?
Because she was one of the, she, is one of the judges on the talk show.
Oh, and so she's been busy with that.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know she was a judge.
Yeah, it looks like she was one of the judges alongside DJ Khaled. She apparently competed against Shania Twain in an episode of something.
Okay. But that's why she hasn't made...
She's on a Jason Mraz song, apparently.
Huh. Who?
Jason Mraz.
Yeah, who's that again?
How do you not know who Jason Mraz is?
I don't... some artists, I don't know them by name, I know them by song.
Okay.
Unless it's country, in which I usually memorize the artist.
Well, he does have a guitar. But it says he isn't country. So, I guess you wouldn't immediately know him.
Nope. Like I said, I have to listen to their music a lot to know their name. Like Meghan Trainor, I only know her because she became popular pretty quick and I liked her songs. Jason Mraz is one of those artists that I just don't know the name of off the top of my head. You'd have to give me a song that he sings.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I feel like I know this guy, but I can't think of why I know.
Like, the name sounds familiar, but I can't place him. I don't know what song he sings. Sing a song.
It cannot wait.
Oh, it's that guy. It's that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's good. He's good. I like him. I'll take no more, no more. I love that song.
How does that not count as country?
Yeah, it sounds country, but it's not.
Yeah, it doesn't count, apparently.
I don't know what it counts as.
I
think it counts as maybe a love song. Like, that's the best way I could describe that song.
We sing, we dance, we feel things. Genre is pop, folk, soul, and jazz. So, just about everything but country. Folk music, soul music, and jazz music. Which is the genres that everyone thinks of when they think country.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally just refusing to use the word country, isn't it?
Maybe.
Like,
I guess he didn't want to associate himself with country.
I guess? I don't know.
Damn country music. That's literally what's happening right now. Come on, Shiny Mewtwo.
Okay, now I'm wondering if you're just making crap up. I mean, it's your story, so you are making crap up. It's your story, but like, because now he's like, but God sends us to the world of Pokemon first for fun. I'm like, really? Are you just saying this because we're playing Pokemon, or did this actually happen in your story?
My character's eventually going to travel to the Pokemon world.
Not talking about you right now, younger bro.
I know. I'm just pointing that out, that he's going to go there too.
Is this the "Are you paying attention" part of the presentation?
Probably, and I'd say no. Shiny Mewtwo keeps
Also,
eluding
just because,
me.
like, half the Pokemon are water. It's...
The hell?
Are you sure that you and younger bro aren't just writing the same story?
I don't travel just through game worlds.
Well, yeah, but you travel through worlds. So, like... Alternatively, are you sure you aren't writing my D&D campaign?
Like, my character is so powerful that basically only God can kill him.
Fair enough.
Like, he can
Okay,
learn
anyways.
moves just by seeing the ability once.
God, I have too much dust in my throat from going outside. Doing... Yeah, and messing with the garage.
But yeah, he can become a Super Saiyan even though
Super
he's not a
Saiyan.
Saiyan. Like, he can copy any ability, any transformation, any skill. Just by seeing it once, as long as he can see it.
Fair enough.
And the funny thing is, he can't learn the skill if A, his eyes are closed, his eyes are ripped out, which I don't know if I'm going to write in ever, or if he blinks.
So here's a question for you, sir. I just went through all the LEGO streams to change it to calling them streams.
Yeah.
And then noticed, wait, the word LEGO isn't capitalized.
It should be.
No, I mean, like, the word's capitalized, but LEGO is L-E-G-O, all caps. I'm like, do I really want to go back through every single one of these again and fix that?
I don't ever cap Lego.
Yeah, because LEGO is supposed to be all caps. Like, that's not just that text, it's supposed to be...
Yeah, but no one ever does it on YouTube. No one ever really caps them. Except for a guy I used to watch. He his whole thing was Lego. His whole channel was Lego based, so. I'll say this: if you want to, you can, and in the future,
it's too much work. Because that's the thing, LEGO is technically an acronym.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's that, because it's based on the two Danish words.
Now, when we do
Lego.
now when we do future Lego videos, do you want me to all
Yeah,
cap
we should
it?
just caps it.
All right, I'll try to remember. But if I don't remember, don't blame
The
me.
funny thing is, even Wikipedia doesn't capitalize it.
Yeah, see?
It's stylized as Lego.
Exactly, they don't cap.
I
No one
know,
caps
but-
it.
Yeah, but that's their logo. Their name is officially all caps. Like, whatever.
So I don't think we should actually bother capping it. It
It doesn't really matter that much.
It really
Are
doesn't.
you serious?
Lego my ego.
Yeah, how did they not get sued?
I don't know.
Lego my ego. Really? You're gonna try to argue that that's let go? No.
Yeah, no, it's not let go. Let it go.
Well, that is what the commercial's saying. But
I know.
But like,
it says Lego.
Yeah, but like, yeah, anyone who hears that, like, Lego.
My ego. No. Lego. It's Lego. Like really quickly, like a gangster. Lego my ego.
Okay, I do have to imagine, like, in as much as, like, I do find it hilarious. The guy's just like, hey, look, here's some creatures. Have fun. Like, it's not Satan saying that. It's God saying that. This sounds so wrong.
Yeah, it's his world. He can write God
I know,
however he
but
wants,
it's just
but
hilarious
it's so
to think about.
hilarious.
Just,
Yeah.
I mean, they're living, you're living. I don't see the problem.
Yeah, and the God that I wrote, he basically says, "I'll do anything for you and anything you want."
Okay.
Like basically, right now, I'm connecting Noah's Ark and my world because basically. He made a vast field, and he's like, this field's empty. I want maybe animals or creatures.
I totally need
Two of every.
Yeah, just... I don't need to know, sir. We've talked about this so long, I just want to stop talking about it, sir. Talk about something else, please. I don't know what, just something, please.
Fine, look, I'll just make it short. Crimson wants, that's his name. He wants 2 of every character, 2 of every creature in his field. Just to...
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, just to have something there besides an empty, endless field.
Oh, see, I thought you were going to say God was you.
Yeah, if you write that into your story, you should burn your story.
That you are God?
Yeah, burn it.
No, that's not fair. Like, you can have good stories where you are the deity of your own world. That's like
yes, but
that's the entire premise of Death Note.
Yeah, but
So like, I don't think it's fair to just be like, because you write yourself as a god, you have to, your story should be destroyed.
No, if you write yourself as a god, not the god, I don't care. But if you are calling yourself
if you're writing a story where you should never have a character that's titled capital G God. You should always have it lowercase g. Unless you are literally writing a character that is God, because
exactly, you should not ever write yourself
unless you're writing a story
God.
where you're literally trying to make a parody of actual God, in which case that's fine. But like,
my version of God is actually God, but he's also my character's mentor. And so he rarely refers him to as God, he just calls him the creator because he's Time Lord based. Like, you get what that means.
That's why I don't get into his story, because his story is a complex web that I don't even want to try untangling.
Trust me, if you read the story, it is not complex at all. I didn't even make it complex.
Okay.
It is not that hard to understand. It's just for whatever reason, when I speak and talk about my character, you can't follow it.
Yep, exactly.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
And sadly, I don't know if we can disprove that.
Not getting into it.
And also, I'm not either, but I'll say we can't really disprove it.
Yeah, but you can't really disprove anything, technically.
To the Bible.
When it comes to religion. Like, that's the whole point of religion in general. Just, religion is your own opinions on how things work.
Yeah. And I don't even... From my point of view, because I was raised Christian, Christianity is probably one of the best religions to go to.
Yeah, I mean...
it's not the worst.
It all depends on how you look at things. It's not I wouldn't say there is any one religion that's like, this is the good religion to have. It's just what you believe. That is what a religion is. Your beliefs on how the world works.
My belief...
We don't need to go into it, because that's a big kettle of fish.
Look, to me, my concept of my religion is that... Basically, if you are Christian... You see everyone as your friend, in a way.
I think that is simultaneously the most simplistic and possibly accurate way you could say that.
Yeah.
Well,
I try to make it simple, because if I really gone into what I truly think about Christianity, I would have been talking for hours.
Yeah, so let's not go further into that. Let's keep...
Yeah, and
we're talking
this is why
God in it, but let's not go into too much.
This is why I started writing my story, because apparently other people said I couldn't keep it straight, so that's why I started writing mine.
Anytime you have a story that has complex details of any kind, even not super complex, just like if it has like an actual like story to it, you should write it down. Yeah. Always, just to make sure you keep track of what you're saying.
I have 30 minutes left. Will I get it?
How has it only been 30 minutes? How is this possible?
Like, I still haven't got it. You think if you binge Shiny Hunted something, you'd find it quicker. No. It's all luck based. And they weren't the goddesses from Hyrule, right?
No, he just answered that question.
Oh. He just literally answered it as soon as I asked it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Oh, you know what? He is writing it down in our chat. You are writing your story, sir.
I mean, that's fair, but, like, our chat room is not...
No, it's not the place to do it.
Well, it's not that it's not the place to do it, it's that our chat room isn't the most...
If you want to use a computer to type your story, I suggest Docs or Quotive.
No, I'm just saying that, like, our chat room will eventually leave. Like, it will disappear. So, like, it isn't the most, permanent location, I guess. Leaf Town, which has dirt huts. Okay, I like... If that was intentional, sir, it's the love chamber, because fuck you. Like,
yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, I will admit that's good wordplay. Good job, sir.
Yeah. Speaking of stories, my story, I'm stuck on a chapter because I can't even progress in it right now. And literally, it's a chapter about how my character spends a day with his assistant because he feels bad for her.
My suggestion is, as from authors that I've heard, and it's something that I agree with, is if you're having trouble writing a certain chapter, just write...
No, I'm not having trouble writing it, it's just I'm having trouble going and writing it. Like,
having time.
Okay. Like time issues, yeah.
Okay.
I'll have a little bit of time tonight if I wanted to, but I can't. I still can't, because I have some mobile games I have to get to, so. I can't tonight. I might be able to tomorrow.
I have to say, I now understand where Gavin got the love of Pikachu Libre. It's because of this world where he was literally forced.
Okay.
And now he has a love chamber.
Yeah.
Just... Wait. Oh, that's funny. So in part 56 of Jurassic World, we called it a stream because it was a stream.
Yeah.
And every other video we called it solos.
Yeah, I think I changed it halfway through, and I didn't want to bother going back and changing it.
Yeah, it's just like, great, we
thought ahead.
No, we didn't think ahead. We screwed it up.
Oh. We thought behind?
A robotic city because I ran out of ideas. Eat shit. Fuck you.
Like, I think in my story I'll eventually write my own universes, like universes that are specific to my character's world.
Yeah, it's always good to do that.
I think I was going to start with that, but then I'm like, no, because I know my character uses a lot of Dragon Ball Z-like moves, so I'm like, I better go to the Dragon Ball world first, and then write a completely original universe.
Speaking of stories, hello, How to Train Your Dragon Lover.
Funny enough, I really, really want the How to Train Your Dragon game on the Switch. I want that game so bad. We will play that game one of these days. Because I think in that game, A, you can create your own character, and B, you can either customize your own dragon or pick your own dragon, and it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play it. Oh, I'm sorry. Why is that? Is it because I haven't got the Shiny Mewtwo? I wouldn't blame you.
I doubt that this person is in the best, not in the best mood because of you.
You never know, we could have gave him a freaking headache as soon as he showed up.
That would be impressive. Understandable, sir.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just say I'm sorry for your bad mood. Oh wow! His body's immune system is better than mine. He has no headache.
Honestly, I don't actually know. Like, I don't think headaches are technically I don't know actually how headaches work.
Well, I mean, it is part of your. It is part of your.
But yeah, but I don't know if it's an immune system response.
I don't know either. Okay, look, I say things randomly, all right.
Well, no, you've actually made me sit here as like,
is that a part of your immune
work?
system? Is that how that works? Does your immune system help you with your headache? To be fair, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know that answer either.
Yeah, as a scientific person, you confused me with this question.
Depends on what dragon. Like, I like a lot of dragons. I'll say this. I do like dragons. Like, yeah, dragons are cool.
Yeah, depends on a lot of factors, but yeah, dragon characters are cool. Generally.
Characters and the creatures?
Well,
what about the creatures?
I say characters specifically being, like...
I know, you're probably thinking of Kobayashi's Dragon Maid or something.
I'm not saying, like, a specific character, like, a specific race. I'm just saying characters.
Yeah?
Like, Spyro is a character.
Yeah, true.
Like, yeah, he's a dragon, and that's a
yeah, there you go, Spyro.
Yeah.
Older bro's gonna do a Spyro series.
Yes, I do generally like, oh, we're not processing your encoder. Right.
But I like Spyro.
But yeah, there might be
the remake.
Yeah, we'll make old games again.
Okay. I guess everybody's had big dragon games are like out there besides
Star a dragon or that have dragons. Because
I can't think of it.
Here, I'm gonna try to mute the my internet to
help with anything, because I'm not getting low bandwidth or anything. Like,
that's just late at night.
Yeah, you're probably right. Just very, very late at It says the stream is acting like shit, but
yeah,
I can't see it on my end because I have my Wi-Fi off.
Yeah.
So
okay.
It's on your right.
Oh.
That one, yeah. Which one is that one?
Night?
What is it?
Legend of Spyro Eternal Night?
Yeah, I wanted to play that. The game I had as a younger bro.
Yeah, one. Kingdom Hearts 1.
Or recording sessions there. Oh, there it is.
Like I can see the...
Yeah, I can see it now. Oh my god. I don't know what happened, guys. I don't know for how long that happened. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's been bad.
I'll do another 20 minutes. Because that was bad. Okay, new timer.
Yeah.
I'll do another 20 minutes, but what the fuck?
Yeah. If it happens again, there's nothing we can do about it, guys. Like, we'll just have to call it because...
Yeah, but we don't like restarting streams because it will start a new stream like it just did.
Yeah, well, of course.
Like, we can't continue from our last stream.
That is usually how it works for us. We get mad about it not working,
and then it just suddenly works.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm turning off my Wi-Fi again.
Okay.
Just to help it a little bit, maybe.
I'm not, so...
But we don't know what happened. That was the first time I've ever seen that happen.
Yeah, that was new.
That was new.
So...
But, hey, I'm glad everything worked out. It's back.
For now.
For now,
It's working out for now.
Guess what's back? Back again.
Gotta go back in time.
Well, we don't want to go back in time. We'd have the stream problem again. Like, that'd be bad.
Why do you use tap and hold to break in Minecraft?
That's how it... that's kind of how it's set up in the mobile game.
Wouldn't know. Don't play the mobile version. I only play Java.
I know, me and you are going to do the PC version here. I don't want to say soon, but we're going to do it eventually. It's just that's how it is. That's just how the Minecraft world is presented on the mobile version.
Apparently there's a setting to change it.
Yeah, and I don't care to change it. Like, I have no problem playing as is already in Minecraft Mobile.
Gavin just cannot accept that you would ever play it like that. It's... It's like somebody using a pickaxe to break dirt. It's like, you're like, no, I can't believe you're doing this. There's something wrong with you, and you need to be killed.
But anyway, yeah, on the mobile version, when you are breaking a block, you have to hold the break button to mind it.
Okay, sir. I normally censor this, but I'll allow this one. You get this one. Because it made me laugh.
Says the guy who is and is not possibly a pussy in himself.
I'm not a cat.
Not you.
He's not a cat. He's a Pikachu Libre.
He just said he claimed himself as a girl. That's what I was saying. God, you didn't get that till now.
No, it's not that. I'm just like I was hopeful that wasn't where you were taking it. I was like, he's got to be taking it any other possible direction, please. But nope. Of course not.
Wait, the game I'm playing now? You sure?
I identify as a Diglett. Fair enough. I understand.
He identifies as something.
Yeah, Diglett.
No.
I mean, you just subscribed to our channel, so we understand. We're all a little insane here.
I'm probably the more insane one.
Well, then again, you started a channel with me. So what does that make you?
I started a channel with you because you wouldn't shut up about it, and I was like, okay.
Fine.
If I'm gonna be bugged about the channel by doing it or not doing it,
and that's the thing in itself. Everyone says that as soon as they sub to us, they don't know what's going on.
No one knows what's going on. This channel isn't about knowing what's going on. It's about the experience of what's going on.
Experience TBGN now. The experience changes your life forever. You even might go insane from viewing it.
Yeah, you probably should. Well, then you will have a friend in Gavin Lee here.
I have a jacket, but unfortunately it's on a coat hanger in my room.
What's morbid again? Like bad jokes?
It's like dark.
Oh. Meh.
Like jokes about death and stuff like that. Or morbid.
Man, we make usually any kind of joke.
I wear no jacket at this moment.
Oh, he probably is in a straitjacket? No. No, he is unfortunately not in a straitjacket, sir.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to play the game otherwise.
Anyway, I am Younger Bro and also Crimson. I'm only called Crimson because that's my nickname from my personal channel. And back here is Older Bro, or Lee likes to call him Salty.
Yeah, basically older and younger, bro.
And you can feel free to call me Crimson. I don't. That's fine. But I am Younger Bro.
I don't know how I feel about the name Salty yet.
No, even I don't really want to call you Salty.
I guess I'm just like, I don't hate it, but I'm just like,
You could be called something better.
yeah.
The only way we could simplify your name is to just call you older.
No.
And even that would be bad because it seems like I'm calling you maybe a 70-year-old man.
Yeah,
God. I want a bloody fucking axe so I can chop your head off!
In my mind, I was just like, we have to go to Britain to find a bloody axe. But I was like, I'm not going to say that. That's stupid. And then, oh, here it is. See, every time, guys, every time, I think something stupid and won't say it, and then he says it. Or he thinks something stupid and says, I won't say that. And then I immediately say it. Every time.
And that's why
we don't communicate these things with each other. We just think it. And the other person's like, oh, I just had this sudden thought. I have to say that thought.
And that's TBGN's content.
Look, sir, I'll try to come up with something. I will do my best. I am a little busy at the moment, though, so I'll get back with you.
Do you want to know where I got this gun? You see, my father...
Why this gun?
He collected guns. And, he handed it to me. He told me to only point it at something important. And I remembered those words. As I'm about to shoot you. Because you are a mob boss and you seem pretty important.
I stabbed a man with this gun.
I stabbed a man with this gun. And you see why I'm pointing this at you is you are a mob head and I want to take your place as the important one. So what I'm gonna do with this gun is shoot you and then debate shooting
me. My family
me.
will rise up and kill you themselves.
And then I kill them too with this gun. Because they think them important too.
Yeah, but you don't have enough bullets. Like,
I can get more. I'm the Joker, bitch.
You're misunderstanding. You won't be able to leave the property. There's too many people with guns. You'll die before then.
And they all got stormtrooper aim. You see, I already also shot them on the way here, but it's not with my spotter's gun, no.
Stabbed my floor with a cup once. I understand that feeling.
Stab the floor. What happened? Did you get angry at a video game? Because I can understand that.
No,
like,
that's you. You stabbed the wall with your hand.
I will admit I've only punched a wall in anger 3 times in my life. I'm serious. I've only
only been 3 times, guys.
I'm serious.
He's only put holes in the wall 3 times, guys.
I didn't put a hole in your wall.
I mean, that's fair. But, like...
only one time...
He's already subscribed, sir!
He just subbed, man!
We literally...
Give people a break!
Calm down! It's like...
No. The best kind...
People who are already subbed.
The only kind of combat there is Mortal Kombat. I want to play... I want to get the Terminator DLC so bad. Like, it's so good. Like, in his, what is it called again? Basically, in, like, his super mode, not even a super mode, but his X-ray kill. In the Terminator's X-ray kill, he actually says, "Get over here," like Scorpion. I'm like, oh my god. It's so good.
Look, you're doing a good job, sir. We're not asking you to stop. We're just like, they've already subbed. They can't sub anymore.
Unless he has more than one account, in which he can feel free, but it'd make us feel kind of sad.
We don't encourage you having more than one account to make us, or to sub to us.
Yeah.
We do. Was 1 inch. Okay, hold on. I need to read this whole story again.
You have to read it all.
Stabbed the floor with a cup. Made a dent in the floor.
Searching on the floor.
Cup. It was full of tea. Teacup was 1 inch tall. Full of tea. Yep.
Okay, all this tea talk
Okay.
is reminding me of the British Marvel
Right,
character
so you're telling me
in.
you had a 1-inch teacup that was full of tea, you dropped it on the floor, and somehow your floor now looks like the Hulk broke it. What was your cup made of?
He does have more than one account!
Yeah, like, hold on, what was what was this cup made of? Is this cup made of like obsidian? Or something like really hard material? Like, what is your cup made of, sir?
It's made of vibranium.
Alternatively, is your floor made of paper? Like
what
I'm
happened?
a bit confused about how this works.
Like what are you getting from this right now?
Yeah, exactly. That's my question. Like, what am I supposed to get from you? Had a tiny cup with tea. Wait, it's a plastic cup?
That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
Like,
damn,
wait,
that's some hard
stop.
plastic!
Like, what is your floor made of? If a 1-inch
I can't
what is your floor made of? If a 1-inch plastic cup filled with tea put a dent that looks like the Hulk smashed it in your floor, what in the world?
His floor is made out of wet paper.
I mean, clearly. Was it fired out of a cannon? Like,
It's not ready to fire!
I mean, okay, to be fair, I can imagine a plastic cup getting thrown at you hard enough to give a concussion.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Ouch.
So it's not so much that you dropped it and dented the floor. It's so much as it got thrown at you at like baseball speed. You got a concussion. It bounced off your head and then still put a dent in the floor. Like, this is a completely different story. Wait, what? Okay, sir. I think I'm a bit confused. Like,
He must play baseball.
your weak cousin threw a thin, light plastic cup at you that was full of tea,
And gave you a
and
concussion.
somehow it flew far enough to hit you in the head to give you a concussion. And then fell to the ground and dented your floor.
Bow to your...
This cousin
This cousin seems
cousin-
OP.
Yeah, like, what the heck?
He has freaking Superman skills to give you a concussion with a plastic cup.
Yeah, a small plastic cup.
The only thing I can imagine is
Oh,
not...
okay, it was a different day. Okay, then we're not confused. Okay, it's 2 different days. We're there now. We've got
I
the
assumed it
detail
was
we
a
were
different
missing.
day.
No, I thought it was the same day.
No.
I was like, what in the world? How is this happening?
But here's the thing. I don't imagine... It's hard to imagine it, but I could see you getting a concussion from a very thin...
Yeah, I can imagine you getting a
plastic...
Like, you almost get concussions from like, literally standing on the floor. Like, you get hurt by anything, I can imagine.
I haven't hit my head in here yet.
Yeah, won't mean it won't happen. But yeah, so, okay. Now that I know this was 2 different
None of
events-
this makes sense. And that's our content.
Yeah, okay. I now understand.
You
So-
sure? Because it's not making any sense,
yeah.
it claims.
So he had a thin plastic cup thrown at him by his weak cousin, and that almost gave him a concussion. We still wonder how weak your cousin must be if you got a concussion from it. But
He doesn't seem very weak to
at
me.
another point in time.
But anyways, yeah, a thin cup is probably hard to give you a concussion, but like, a more denser,
Yeah, maybe.
plastic cup,
Well,
I could
sir, if you-
Definitely see it.
I mean, like, did you at least learn not to talk shit at your cousin? Because that seems like the lesson here.
The lessons have been learned.
All lessons learned.
Tracy Lawrence. Love that song.
Oh goodness, I'm getting the hiccups again.
Can you stop that? You need to drink your water.
Look, I'm about to.
You sure you're about to?
Yeah, I'm leaning
That's the
up.
reason why you have water here.
Yeah, that's why I'm leaning up to get it.
Yeah.
Well,
Drink your water.
then I guess you should be prepared to have more cups thrown at you.
I think he's going to have to prepare himself to, you know, more than just cups thrown at him. I'm pretty sure other things will be thrown
Yeah,
at him
as
too.
your cousin gets older, you might want to watch out for punches being thrown at you.
Exactly. It's gonna be punches, kicks.
I still give my cousin shit because fuck her, she gave me a concussion.
and that's bad profiling.
It's profiling. That's not how profiling works. You do understand that profiling is having no data on someone and then using stereotypes to gain data on them. I'm pretty certain that How to Train Your Dragon knows that his cousins are talking shit to him. That's not profiling. That's having data. Like that's accurate.
But profiling
information.
is data.
No, profiling is like, hey, there's this African American standing in front of a bank, and therefore he must be robbing it. It's not I've heard my cousins talking shit about me. Therefore, I know they talk shit about me.
God, do I have to explain it to you? I'm talking specifically about, like, file profiling.
What? What are you talking about?
Like a criminal profile.
Yes, that's racial profiling.
Exactly.
That's where you have no data on somebody except for stereotypes.
But it's still data.
No!
Even if it's the wrong data, it's still data.
My God, sir. Oh, well, as long as I believe it, it must be real. Literally, all you see is his skin color. Oh, he's black. He must be stealing something. Oh, but that's real data because it's information.
Well, I'm Cleveland. Cleveland Brown's gonna show you how to get this shiny Mewtwo. We're gonna do it right now. We gotta get this shiny Mewtwo right here, right now. We gotta see that glorious green tail. Come on, shit.
I mean, again, I just secretly believe that your 5-year-old cousin is like strong as hell. Just decked you with this cup.
He decked him in the snage.
This story just keeps getting better and better. Have you considered writing a book about your real life? Like, not your previous book. Have you considered just writing an autobiography?
Why did your life go wrong? It all started back in the summer of '87. It all started back in the summer of '87. God. Dang, I accidentally hit the wrong button.
Dang it, I'm drinking water and still hiccuping.
Really? Anyway, this is going to be the last attempt for the stream. Oh, let's see if we get it. If I get it on the last attempt of the stream, shiny hunting might be done for me for a while. Whew, okay. Here we go. New.
Final attempt this week.
You should have got here earlier, mate. This was 3 hours of my life wasted, probably longer now. Because I added another 20 minutes.
Hey, I'm Hiccup. Howdy. Yep. Yeah, that sounds about like me right now.
Alright, here we go. I'm gonna let Cinematic play. Let's see if we get it. Like this.
One of these days, you will get this. After this cutscene. Today is not that day.
No, today, not that day. I'm not even gonna play this afterwards. God damn it. Well, that is gonna be it for today's episode where I didn't get Shiny Mewtwo. So, like and subscribe, comment to our videos. We do read them. I will see you guys in the next Mewtwo Shiny Hunt where I possibly will get Shiny Mewtwo. Goodbye.
See you all next week.